another couple minutes here before we have to hit a restart on TikTok in order to fix the restriction that we got. This is really annoying, you guys. Please follow our rules. Please follow our rules, guys. I hate having to repeat that so much. Welcome into Sport Trump. Oh, they just left. Perfect. That's awesome, man. Moving on to the next guys. This just came in. Martha, thank you so much for the $10 donation on PayPal. Martha says, I'm so grateful for people like you that are able to keep your cool and hold a coherent conversation with these idiots. Well, thank you, Martha. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. That's beyond kind of you. Thank you so much. Same thing to Fasi. Thank you for the $6. And then Corinne, thank you for the $7. I appreciate you guys. Welcome into Sport Trump.
Are you trans?
Did you say, am I trans? Or did you say, why are you trans?
Why are you?
Why am I trans?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Why are you a fucking moron? Get off my stream. Moving on to the next guest. We got Tyler Z loading up in. Hey, do you sport shop?
No.
Okay, dance. We're just gonna go ahead and hit the restart now, you guys. I'm pretty sure that we need our stream to be unrestricted to actually send out a cross-site for you page to draw the Trump supporters in. I would love it if you could come back. Because listen, we still have another couple hours of debates here, you guys. And after we hit a restart, we'll be able to have so much more because we won't have this weird restriction on the live. And it'll be great. So, if you want to come back, please hit that follow button. It's in the top left-hand corner. The restarts only take 5 seconds. I'm not even joking. That's how long they take. And even if you want to come back, but you don't want to follow me, just hit that follow button now, come back, and then unfollow me once we're back in here. I don't care. You can do that. It's fine. All right? The faster way to come back is once the live stream ends, it'll say live has ended. It will show you my profile picture. It'll be on my account page. Once you're on my account page, count to 10, 15. That's a long that's about how long it takes for the live stream to start sending out again. Refresh the account page and then click into the new live. Like that. I'll see you all in 5 seconds. Dude, I'm so pissed off by these restrictions that we continue to get. And what pisses me off is I don't even know like what causes it. I don't even know what causes it. But who cares, because we're back on live. Welcome back in, you guys. For everybody tuning back in, thank you all so much for being here. Welcome in, you guys. Welcome in, you guys. Make sure that you're double tapping away in that phone screen, sharing out that live with a handful of friends. How we doing? Repost that live stream as well. It really helps it send out to more people. And that's what we need the live to do, is we need it to shoot far and wide across that For You page. So hopefully we can draw the Trump supporters in. We're close to 2 hours into the debate without any real conversation. So we're just going to kind of skip to the chase here. We're going to try to get that first Trump supporter up in here. For everybody tuning back in, good to see you all. For everybody tuning back in, good to see you all. Welcome in, Dylan. Do you support Trump?
No, I just want to say...
Okay, then I'm going to ban you. So for everybody inside of the queue, guys, make sure that you're only inside of the queue if you are a Trump supporter, or else you will be banned. You have to be 18 plus American and MAGA. You have to be 18 plus American and MAGA. Moving on to the next guest, we got Speckley loading up. Speckley left, so I'm going to go to ban them. We're going to move on to the next guest, Brian. Let's get Brian loaded up in the box right now. We're going to go to ban them. Welcome in, Brian. Do you support Trump?
Oh, my pussy.
Okay, we're going to go to ban you. Let's go to move on to the next guest. We got Will loading up in the box. And Grav, thank you so much for the 20 over on chat. Super. Appreciate you so much, Grav. That is GRAP. Thank you so much, Grav. Grav says, ever thought of doing a fellow session with other Lib fans? I have, like a Q&A. That would be really fun. Thank you so much for the 20 bucks, Grav. That is very, very kind of you. While we're trying to find that next guest, show some love to Grav down below in that comment section, as well as Tina. Good to see you today, and thank you so much for the meteor shower. Welcome in. You support Trump, Will?
Yeah.
Okay, how old are you?
2006.
All right, I'm going to go to ban you because clearly you're not. I'm going to go to ban you because clearly you're not. We got the next guest, Dustin, loading up into the box right now. Here we go, folks. Dustin, welcome into You Support Trump. Dustin, I'm going to give you 5 seconds before I'm going to go ahead and ban you. Oh, he left on his own. Dustin, I'm going to... Oh, wait. Never mind. No, he didn't. I don't know what that was. Dustin, hi. Do you support Trump? Oh, now he's leaving on his own. Dustin, I'm going to go to ban you. I'm going to go to ban you. Let's go to get that next guest. Trying to heal USA, loaded up into the box. Somebody in the comment section said, why are we talking so fast? I'm working on my auctioneer voice. Welcome in. Do you support Trump?
Hi, yes, I do.
How old are you?
I am 27.
What year were you born in?
1999.
What month?
September.
You'd actually be 26. I'm going to go to ban you. I'm going to go to ban you. I'm going to go to ban you. Let's go to move on to the next guest right now, because I'm going to go to banner. We got the next guest, Smack 1231, loaded up in the box. How do you support Trump?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you please unplug the Bluetooth mic from your phone so I can hear you, so I don't have to ban you?
How's that?
So much better. Now I don't have to ban you. Okay. Why do you support the worst president of your life, Mr. Trump?
Yeah, because from a nuclear bomb that would have never been developed by a country who yells death to America, and that would have been blown up in America or somewhere given to a terrorist, and people are upset because we're losing 1 or 2 people, but in reality we're saving millions.
Okay, so first and foremost, we haven't just lost 1 or 2 people. There are hundreds of soldiers who are injured. There's now a soldier who is missing, and we've already had 14 confirmed casualties in America. And over 2,200 confirmed casualties.
In reference to this issue? In reference to this issue?
Yes, in reference to the issue that's the war.
In the last 14 days, we have not lost 7.
So you weren't listening to what I said. So you actually, I just want to clarify. So I just want to clarify. Are you arguing here that you believe Donald Trump's reasoning for starting this? Because the White House official statement said, starting this war because Iran's is that something that you
yeah, absolutely. They're creating nuclear weapons, they're creating nuclear energy underground? Yeah, right. They're building warheads.
This is going to be a really quick debate. You want to know why?
Because you have your own side of view that you don't listen to anyone else on? So go ahead.
No, because the intelligence community, the U.S. intelligence community, which contradicts that. Keep in mind that the U.S. intelligence community is led by Tulsi Gabbard, who is Donald Trump's lawyer. When it comes to the DNI, the Director of National Intelligence. Now, Tulsi Gabbard was completely forced to testify. Now keep in mind, when testifying in front of Congress, everything that you say is factual. And if you lie, you will testifying in front. And they asked her, does Iran have nuclear weapons? She said, no.
That's not correct.
They asked
First off, fact check that. That is not correct.
One moment.
Dude, pull up the data. I'm gonna pull it up right now, what she said. That is such a fallacy, what you just said,
So the assessment
dude.
of the intelligence community is that Iran's nuclear enrichment program was obliterated by last summer's airstrikes.
Yes.
In the opening statement you submitted to the committee last night also stated, quote, there has been no effort since then to try to rebuild their enrichment capability, end quote, correct? And that's the assessment of the intelligence community.
Yes.
Take a breath.
She didn't say they didn't have any. She said that it was obliterated. That doesn't mean they don't have it underground.
I want to ask you a question. Do you have a phone?
I got a phone right here. Yes.
If I obliterated your phone, would you still have a phone?
Yes, I would have one in my other room.
For the blue and gold!
Okay.
I do. I can show you.
Let's start from the top.
iPhone I'm talking on, and I also... You made a good point.
Let's start from the top.
Exactly what I'm saying. You made a good point.
Let me rewrite.
Have extra nuclear warheads other than the ones that are being obliterated.
Let me like restart the hypothetical here. Do you have a phone?
Yes.
If I obliterated all of your phones, would you still have a phone?
No, I would not have phones in my house.
So let's listen very closely to the question
obliterate
John
this
Ossoff
phone, I
asked.
don't have a phone. But if you don't obliterate all the phones in my house, then I have other phones in my house.
Let's go ahead and listen to the question that John Ossoff asked.
So the assessment of the intelligence community is that Iran's nuclear enrichment program was obliterated by last summer's airstrikes.
Iran's nuclear enrichment
program. That doesn't mean that their warheads were obliterated. It means their program was obliterated.
So as far as our intelligence
Basically
community...
stopped their ability to make phones. That doesn't mean I don't have 12 other phones in my living room.
So the intelligence community has the intelligence community has never indicated that Iran has nuclear weapons. Okay, the intelligence community has ever maybe indicated.
And that's
that Iran,
debatable.
do you mind if I continue to speak? While I speak, can you take a breath? Because you clearly need it. Your cortisol vaccine. It's bad for stress levels. It ages you. It leaves you paralyzed.
It messes up your ginger face.
Messes up your ginger? What?
Yeah, eat your ginger. You have no soul. You don't care.
That's the first time I've ever been called a ginger in my life. Trump supporters really are wrong about a lot of things. But to continue.
Oh, you look like a ginger. But... Go ahead.
So if gingers don't have souls, do rapists have souls?
Oh, did I get you?
Reinforcements on horseback are coming!
Can we agree that both the gingers and rapists don't have souls?
Sure, I don't care. That's fine.
Okay, so then you would argue that Donald Trump doesn't have a soul because the court determined his right?
No, that's not what I said. Isn't it funny how he
we'll talk about that here in a
apparently did
moment.
the E. Jean Carroll case in 1980, but he wasn't prosecuted about it until he ran for president? How nice! You commit a crime, but no one cares about it until you run for
Look at your phone screen. You know what I have to do to you now? I have to remove you. But this is a 10-minute timeout from TikTok. It's not from me. If you hop back inside of that queue, I will happily have you back up here in 10 minutes. So right now, Smack, I think that's your name. It is 5:14 p.m. Mountain. Okay. If you hop back inside of the queue now, I will bring you back up at 5:24 p.m. Mountain. Okay?
Excellent.
Feel like that conversation clearly wasn't finished. Feel like that conversation clearly wasn't finished. I'll have to have you back in 10 minutes. I just think that you need to chill out. Okay? I think that you need to chill out there. Take a deep breath. Calm down. But, you know, like I said, we'd love to finish that convo. Let's go to get the next guest loaded up into the box right now, folks. Get into the comment section. One person in the comment section says, what? You got a violation for hate speech. Yeah, TikTok doesn't really let you bully, unfortunately. And it's just a 10-minute timer. That's all it is. It's a 10-minute timer. Welcome back in, Jeff D-Sport Trump. Like I said, I'd really love talking to that last guy. Jeff is here. Okay, I'm just gonna scream. I'll move on to the next guest. Oh, hello. No, they're gone. Still looking for that next guest, guys. We got Joe loading up into the box. Make sure that you follow the rules if you want to know what the rules are. They are literally in the middle of your phone screen. Gotta be 18 plus American MAGA. Welcome to eSport Trump.
Yes.
How old are you?
16.
Okay. Buddy, read the fucking rules. Moving on to the next guest. Oh my god. Moving on to the next guest. These debate streams are like, I can't even host them. Hi, do you support Trump?
I do. Dean, so my dad really wants to debate you. We tried to get on your live for like 3 hours yesterday. Could my dad debate you?
Yeah, put him on.
Alright, Dean. I love you, dude. My dad is a die-hard Republican. I mean, truthfully, so am I. I think you're gonna have a better time debating him.
Yeah, this would be great.
Alright.
Ammo.
Second.
Fresh out.
You're good. While he does that, I'm just gonna go to thank a couple people. Thank you so much for the comments over on Super Alex, who says, "Tell Eric Hutton to chill." I know. I really wanted to continue that conversation with him, but I just can't because he had no chill. You got banned by TikTok. But no, seriously, shout out to Alex for the $10. I appreciate you, dude. Over on the PP, thank you so much, Ava, for the $10 as well. Who says, "Hey, Dean, I love your work and would love if you'd host a live for some of us snowcats to come up and ask questions." Thank you. It looks like that's what the people are demanding. We will definitely be doing that soon. Thank you for the $10. Same thing to you, Titus. Thank you for the $10 as well. I appreciate you, Titus and Ava. Let's show some up to Titus and Ava down below. And then Bertram, thank you so much for the $14 donation, man. Thank you so much, Bertram. And to respond to what you said, Bertram, you are absolutely right. Can't read it out loud for obvious reasons, but you are absolutely right. Cully, thank you so much for the $10 over on PayPal. He says, "Here's a little something for Easter." Thank you so much for getting me through each day with the laughs. I definitely need them with my grandma passing away earlier this week. I'm so sorry to hear that, Cully. On your birthday week, too. You're good, dude. On your birthday week, too, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Cully. Huge shout out to you. Thank you for the $10. I'm really sorry to hear that, dude. Oh, man. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, man, that sucks. Losing family members is always such a pain. Alright,
a mess.
We're still waiting on this guy to find his dad. Dad is MIA, just like Trump, apparently. Mackenzie, thank you so much for the $3, and then Tiffany, thank you for the $5. Just one more here from Bitsy. That is BITSY. Miss Bitsy, thank you so much for the $50 donation on Venmo. He says, "Just wanted to say you helped wake me up. I was ready." Thank you. No way! I love the word "was." That is so exciting. I'm really happy that you're able to kind of quote-unquote restart life in a sense. And find happiness outside of being married to a heroin addict. I appreciate you for $50 and very best of luck to you in your new freedom. No longer subject to connected to the leg.
I'm almost ready to do it one more second. I really apologize.
You're good. By the way, Smack, I see you back in the Gonna have to get him on that mic pretty soon. Pretty soon.
You could debate the next guy, and then if you want to, you can add me back after.
Lucas. Okay, let me just screenshot your profile picture. Alright. It might be upwards of like 30 minutes to a minute, maybe.
Okay, thank you. Alright, that's alright.
Okay. I'm not saying that it definitely will take that long, but it could take long. Let's go to get the next guest. KJ loaded up in the box. Guys, 5 more minutes until Smack's timeout is over. You guys, super exciting. Is everyone else excited to have Smack back? Welcome back in, KJ. Do you support Trump? Okay, I see that Lucas is back in the queue. Let me just like quickly get him up here to see if he has his dad or that's just him still waiting. No, you know, okay, means he hasn't finished that. Okay, Lucas, just feel free to hop back inside the queue. We need to deliver that. All right, let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box right now. We got Joe connecting right now. Oh, no, Joe got through. Guys, come on. What are we doing here? Let's make sure that we're following the rules of the live stream. Come on. Quite frankly, come on. Quite frankly. Hello, welcome on Journey. Do you support Trump?
I do.
I think that you're a troll.
What do you mean?
How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Do you have a full-time job?
Sod my
No,
ass!
I'm unemployed.
And you're a loving mom of 2.
The father died and we got money
I
from
cannot. I can't.
Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now, you guys.
Bugger all.
4 minutes until Smack's cooldown is over. I still see you sitting inside of that queue, Smack. We're almost there, dude. Almost there. Let's go to get that next guest connected. Hello, welcome into eSports Trump Miguel.
How you doing?
All right, are you happy?
11/10, 1980.
You support Trump?
I want to talk to you about the just 2 minutes. Quick.
Sorry, dude. We're just looking to talk to Trump supporters. Trent, do you support Trump?
No, you ugly little fucker.
Dang, dude. Trent is very upset. He also ran away. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up into the box right now. Okay, we got Weston. By the way, guys, that's MAGA. He said no. That's MAGA. They want to come up here, drop a quick insult, turn around and run because that's all they can do. Because if they stick around, they're cooked. They're over. They're done. They're gone. Weston, you support Trump?
Open that portcullis!
Okay.
It is their last line of defense!
18.
What year were you born in?
2008.
What month?
February.
If Donald Trump called for the execution of his political opponents, would you still support him?
No.
Okay, he did that 12 weeks ago, 3 months ago. Here is the President of the United States of America. Democratic veterans and Congress urge servicemen to refuse unspecified, unlawful orders by saying that this is really bad and dangerous to our country. Even followed that up with a second post. This is seditious behavior, punishable by death. And then he reposted a comment button.
For the blue and gold! Leave no one alone!
Are you still a Trump supporter? Okay, are you still a Trump supporter?
I don't think so.
Perfect. Appreciate you so much for coming up. Happy that we could change your mind. We're just trying to speed run some debates, change some minds before we get smacked back up in here. That's crazy. Let's go to get that next guest loaded up in the box. Lucas, I saw you in the comment section, but I don't see you in that queue, dude. If you comment down below, Lucas, I'll try to get you up. Okay, welcome to Martin. Do you support Trump? Martin, hi. Do you support Trump? No, Martin's not here. Moving on to the next guy. Smack, you got 1 more minute. We're going to play it social. We're going to get you back up at 45. So it's like a minute and a half. So we're almost there. Let's go get that next guest, Shirley Temple, loaded up into the box. Not their trouble. Appreciate you so much for that support, but you have the rest of your day because we're just looking for Trump supporters. We're going to go to get that next guest sports card loaded up in the box. Hi, welcome to News for Trump. Okay, bands, moving on to the next guest. This guy looks familiar. Okay, bands, moving on to the next guest. We got Eve loading up in the box. Guys, you got to be 18 plus, American and MAGA. Follow the rules, whatever you're doing. Come on, folks, come on. By the way, if you want to support me in the stream, you can find the Venmo, PayPal, link tree in the bio, on TikTok. Welcome to News for Trump. Hello? Oh, he's not here. Bands, but frankly, we might as well just like wait for Smack. Okay. We might as well just wait for Smack. We're gonna get back up here in literally 60 seconds, so we might as well just wait for Smack. While we are waiting on Smack, we might as well thank a couple people. Thank you so much, Miguel, for the $5 over in PayPal. No worries, man. No worries. Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it at all. We got like 30 seconds on the clock until we can get Smack back up in here. Hey, Isabella, thank you so much for the $10 over on Venmo, who says, I just wanted to say, watching your streams really got me through my college classes and inspired me to major in pre-law. You're a great guiding and hope that you see this message and have an amazing Easter. You as well, Isabella, you have an amazing Easter, and I'm so happy that what we do here inspired you to go into pre-law. That is very exciting. I honestly kind of wanted to go into pre-law myself, but I dropped out. Madison, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, who says, my fiance finally apologized for voting for Trump after listening to your lives with me. He no longer supports him. Thank you. That is awesome, Madison. Let's go, bro. I love to hear that. That is fantastic. Smack 10-minute time up. Time out is up. Smack time. Smack, welcome back. It'll be 10-minute cooldown. Help you cool down?
Yeah, the boss.
Okay. Alright. Now, Smack. We do need to quickly go over TOS so you don't get another restriction like that. You just got to keep the personal insults to minimum. And if you do put personal insults on me, just make sure that you're creative with it. So you don't say something that a lot of other people say.
Disable those pesky bombers by igniting their powder stores.
Okay?
Cool.
So we're going to go back to what we're talking about. So you said that of course you support Donald Trump going to war in Iran. Of course you support, I don't know, like killing 174 schoolgirls in an elementary school in southern Iran.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, I didn't say that. Yeah, that you supported the effort, right?
I said I support that country wasn't able to build a nuclear warhead that was inevitably going to blow up in America, killing millions of people. That's what I said.
Yeah, but the issue, once again, with your argument here is that even the intelligence committees, including Tulsi Gabbard, the DNA, the Director of National Intelligence, and the ex-head of counterterrorism, Joe Craig, have acknowledged that all of their nuclear enrichment facilities were completely destroyed months ago, and they haven't even started on rebuilding.
You're correct there, but what you failed to miss is that he's saying that all their capabilities are destroyed. That doesn't mean that they're stockpiled.
They don't have a stockpile of nuclear weapons. It's a lie.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know that you're the same guy who supports Obama, who gave them $1.6 billion to build this shit.
Well, that's actually not why he gave him $1.6 billion at all.
That's what he told you. That's
like not only is that a pivot, but that's also.
What do you think they're doing with the $1.6 billion? You think they're playing patty cake with it? They're building nuclear warheads with it. They're building nuclear warheads. How stupid liberals like you that were using it to help.
Like I said, watch it with the insults. Watch it with the insults. You gotta say it's better than it's silly.
Okay, well, I'm sure they could too that they're using the $1.6 billion to help out the global effort or whatever you guys do. Right?
I could give you three. Really good arguments why you can't use it as a stockpile of nuclear. Are you ready? You're ready! Thank you! So the first really compelling argument to believe that should lead you to not believe that they have a stockpile of nuclear weapons is the fact that we should only believe things that we have evidence. Okay, so if you're arguing that you're using logic as defending Iran, I think that you're
You're not defending Iran. You hate Trump. You hate Trump. Anything Trump can cure cancer, you would still shit on him. But
Trump defunded cancer research by $3 billion.
Yeah, you would. I'm sure you would.
He's fucking defunded cancer research for children by $3 billion, and you still support him as president. I don't know why people make that shitty ass stupid point, as if it does anything convenient for your narrative whatsoever. Okay? Because you're like arguing, if Trump cured cancer, you wouldn't support him. Dude, he's defunding cancer research for children, and you still support him. Okay? But anyways, here are the three arguments, okay, that tell us to convince you Iran does not have stockpiles of nuclear weapons. First argument, you should only believe things that you have evidence for. There is no evidence that Iran has stockpiles of nuclear weapons. Why? Round of applause. You're the compelling argument. Second argument, our intelligence community, including the CIA, including the DNI, the Office of the DNI, including counterterrorism, so on and so forth, have never indicated that Iran has a stockpile of nuclear weapons. We have only ever indicated that Iran does not have a stockpile of nuclear weapons. Oh, thank you! Really compelling argument. Third, insofar as why you should believe that Donald Trump, insofar as why you should believe that they don't have stockpiles of nuclear weapons. Because you said if they did get nukes, then they would drop those nukes on America and kill us all. Iran has not dropped nukes on America and killed us all. Therefore, in accordance with your logic, they do not have nuclear weapons. Oh, thank you! Thank you! So now that I've given you these great arguments, also, guys, yeah, I see that we got another fucking restriction on the live stream. Don't worry, I see it. That's dandy. I just love that. I love that so much. And you know what? That guy just left.
Light those fuses and keep them lit.
Guy in the chat just trying to say it is restriction after 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 restriction. Holy fuck. Rough day. Rough day. Oh, for the
There's a bomb lots have been obliterated. Focus on those that remain.
unless that restriction will automatically go around 10 minutes. You want to see if it just automatically goes around 10 minutes or not? It might.
You don't dare to reach their bombers!
Yeah. Yeah, let's just wait to see if it automatically goes away. Whatever. Alright, let's go to get that next guest.
We're screwed!
Only opposite. Damn, huh? I'd argue that let's go to get that next guest left in the box right now, guys. On the opposite side of the queue. Let's just support Trump. Can you hear me alright? Yeah, do you support Trump? Yeah, I do. I was not expecting.
So why is your screen black, my guy?
Everybody else can see me. I was not expecting something. Charlie for kissing me on my cheek while I blush. I just wasn't expecting that from a middle-aged man.
Middle-aged? You're aging me up quite a bit.
Why is it your psychiatry?
While observing other people's behavior, a good name, good profile picture stands out. Typically get me good work.
Well, I mean, I like to do it right. Why do you support Trump?
Honestly, I don't support the woke DEI, rainbow hair, clover hair.
Hello? What does it mean to be clover hair?
Hello?
Hi, you just said you don't support the woke DEI, rainbow-haired clover. What does it mean to be rainbow-haired clover?
What I meant to say was rainbow hair, clover gender, folks. I just don't.
clover in the window? What does it mean to be clover?
Hey, you tell me. You guys making up all
I don't know what the fuck that means. No, you tell me. You're the one that brought it up. You said that it's something that exists that you don't support. So what the fuck is it? Dude, thank you so much for just personifying MAGA for us all. Just say stupid shit. Say like the most
I'm not gonna lie,
stupid
I
shit.
fumbled, Dean. I love you so much.
Okay, goodbye. Moving on to the next guest, only up inside of that queue of your MAGA follower rules or get banned. Quite frankly. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go. What's up? Do you support Trump?
Yes.
Okay, well you're like 12, so banned. Moving on to the next guest. We got Womp loading up in the box. I'm going crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh my fucking god. Holy shit, you guys. Follow the rules. Holy shit, you know what they are. You're gonna be 18 plus American and MAGA. What are we doing? Where's Lucas, bro? I want to talk to Lucas's dad, dude. I'm looking through the queue. He's not in the queue. Lucas, are you watching the stream? Drop a comment. Lucas. Drop a comment. All right, we're gonna go to get that next guest, Honey Pack. Load it up into the box. Here we go. Do you support Trump?
Hello?
Hi, do you support Trump?
I do.
How old are you?
I am 18.
Okay, what year were you born in?
2008.
What month?
February 2nd.
Okay, perfect. Would you still support Trump if he was held civilly liable for sexually abusing a woman?
See, I support Trump in some ways. I agree that he has done multiple things that are not good at all. But my main point is it's not Biden or Trump. I feel like I know that the Jews control everyone. They all receive money from IPAC. Like everyone does. Everyone does.
So the Jewish people do not control everybody. That is a violent anti-Semitic belief.
stand and give the townsfolk time to get to safety.
But why are our presidents and all of our political figures receiving millions upon millions of dollars from Israel? Wait. The state of Israel. I'm sorry, not Israel. Not the state of Israel
is not a monolith for all. One moment. The state of Israel is not a monolith for all Jewish people.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, so when you say stupid, like incredibly stupid shit, like oh the Jews control us all, okay, because AIPAC is deeply rooted within the pockets of politicians on both sides. Okay, well, you're just promoting more anti-Semitism, which then just gives more ammo to AIPAC to give more money to their politicians, and more ammo to the state of Israel to claim that they have to ethnically cleanse and genocide more Palestinians to create the greater Israel to safeguard themselves from the increasing anti-Semitism.
I got you. But
you think that like unironically, being anti-Semitic is what the Zionists want.
I got you, man. All right. Well, so you don't think that Israel has, or I'm sorry, not Israel itself. Israel funded companies, all these other people. You don't think they have any tie into like any of the politics, anything like that? You think they just receive money and that's it?
What? No, I think that Israel has a lot of influence over the American politicians.
But you're saying it's only positive influence, though, correct? That's what you're saying?
No, fuck this, man. What are we talking about? I'm just because I'm not anti-Semitic doesn't mean that I'm pro-Israel.
I got you, man.
What?
Well, I got you. I just wanted to come on and say that Trump does some fucked up things sometimes. He does some decent things also. I think that he's better in some ways than Biden.
Alright, so that was Lucas's father. Welcome.
Alright, hello Dean, here's my dad.
Hey Dean, how you doing?
I'm doing alright, how are you?
Thanks for waiting for me to get out of the saddle. Very nice of you.
You're welcome until we first very nice.
Yes, I am very nice. I'm 48 years old, by the way. 1977. I know who I am. I was a Democrat actually when I was younger, and left the party because of what it's become. John Kennedy is rolling in his grave of what this party has become. It's an anti-American party, and Trump is not perfect. Believe me, I do not believe Trump is perfect in any way. But I don't really care how he is as a person. So any of the things, did he do this? I don't care about that.
You're right, exactly. You don't care if he's anti-American as a person. I know. Which is like the stunning hypocrisy on display.
You're lying. I never said that. I didn't say he's anti-American. I said I don't care how he is as a person. Many of our presidents were scumbags. Many of them. Including some of the greats like FDR We had many scummy presidents. There's things Lincoln did that were terrible. How about the wonderful founding father of your party, Thomas Jefferson? How many slaves did he have? And how many slaves did he inspect? So please, save me your segment. Listen to me.
If Thomas Jefferson was alive today, and ran on Trump's policy, would you vote for him?
If he ran on Trump's policy, yeah, because I don't care about the
You make a slave owner.
Yeah, there's no slaves anymore, so you're putting together is something that's not possible anymore.
So okay.
You're playing hypotheticals. I don't play hypotheticals.
If Jeffrey Epstein ran for president on Donald Trump's policy, would you vote for Jeffrey Epstein?
No, there is a level that is problematic. But I wouldn't. Again, you're throwing out hypotheticals. That wouldn't happen because of the monster that he is. It's a hypothetical. I don't answer hypotheticals. I answered and I'm done with hypotheticals.
So the reason why that's relevant to the topic of discourse is because you started by saying that there's nothing somebody can do.
I didn't say there's nothing. I said I don't really care how he is as a person. I just say there's nothing. I said I don't care how he is as a person. Like, Eugene Carroll, I think that story is complete bullshit, to be honest. It really is. First of all, did you watch the trial? I actually watched way too much time watching the updates. Yeah, and first of all, you realize it was an episode of Law and Order, correct? You laugh at it, but it's the truth, Dean. You laugh because it's the truth.
So
the woman never told anyone the story. She kept the story, but she finally told somebody 13 years later. She laughs about it today. One of my parts that I do is my career. I'm a body language expert. I actually teach classes on it. And I'm not an instructor. I actually do a lot more than teaching. So, I instruct professional services like, public speaking, body language, things like that. I do customer service and stuff, but, body language is one of my things that I do teach. And the way she acted during and after that trial, and it's not just me, many body language other experts said it. And I'm not considering myself an expert, but other body language experts said that the way she acted was not someone that was actually hurt by this. She was somebody that got something over on somebody and was acting like a pet cat about it. That's how she acted. That's showing. But again, he got found guilty in a New York and Manhattan court, a 93-7 Democrat voting place. I mean, that's like getting put on trial in North Korea. It really is. You're not going to win there. There's no chance he's going to win there, and that the judges are corrupt as hell in New York. They're corrupt all over. And I'm not saying there's not corrupt judges in the South and Republican places. There's corrupt judges all over this country. They are, but you always ask the question, what I wanted to say, you always ask the question of why is the MAGA what do you care about the most? The 100% biggest part of it is illegal immigration. That is absolutely number one. And then it's smaller things. It is, we start opening up nuclear power plants again. We spent way too much money on this bullcrap renewable energy that is worthless, it is expensive, and it is democratic hysteria. It really is. It's leftist hysteria. A nuclear power plant is the safest, most effective way to create energy. But illegal immigration is my biggest thing. It's ruining our country. It's ruining our country in two ways. Number one, it's taking jobs from Americans. And I know the whole thing of the left is, these are jobs people wanted. The reason they're not jobs people wanted is because they don't pay money, they don't pay well anymore, because there's so much supply and there's not enough demand to keep up with it. Back in the 1950s and 60s, you could work at a gas station and own a house. You could work at a cafeteria at a school and own a house. With AI coming, many people are going to have to turn over to blue-collar careers in this country. And with that being, we're not going to be able to people here. No other country does this. Almost no other country does this. They care about their people first. And the Democratic Party doesn't, and that is why is my biggest issue with it.
Like clarify on that.
Yes.
A lot.
The estates are lost! They've been reduced to rubble! Rally to the defense of the workyard!
Inside of a debate. we have what is called a back and forth conversation. I don't mind if you show more than one point at a time, but when you talk,
let's move.
That's fine.
Get a move on, horse.
So, the last thing that you brought up there was undocumented.
This is bullets.
The Imperial Institute just released a study looking at the economic impact of immigration on America. They generated a fiscal surplus of $14.8 trillion that was out of the red every single year and prevented 3 recessions. Okay? And the reason why undocumented immigrants is because they create more economic activity.
Most of the workyard is in flames. Push them back
into the GDP annually by accounting for not just 8.3 million workers, but also ignoring the fact that they pay over $100 billion in taxes on the state, local, and federal level, and ignoring the fact that they're more likely to work than citizens, ignoring the fact that they're less likely to receive socialized government benefits than citizens, all of this mumbo-jumbo saying, oh, we have to get exactly what takes the job.
Industry exploders! Fall back to the town gate!
American society.
Hold the Tenosians off at the gates! Defend Bridgetown!
Since 03, ignoring recessions. Maybe this is one of the times. Just the month before last in February, we lost 92,000 jobs. One of the reasons why in November of last year we had the highest level of unemployment since the pandemic. One of the reasons why last year we had the most manufacturing bankruptcies since 2010. One of the reasons why we've seen a stagnation in the growth rate of real median wages and reduction in business investments and decimated jobs.
Dean, there's a study for everything, and you know that. Listen, prior to me doing what I do now, I actually worked for 2 governments in my career. So I actually used to read studies all of the time. I could go on it, and I'm not going to because I do not have the time and child to put to sleep and I'll come back at some other time and do it if you'd like. But you can find a council study for everything, and you know that. You're smart enough to know. I will. But here's the smart. But again. Here's the question I'll ask.
So what's your evidence?
Here's my evidence.
You're discounting me, not just giving me one study, but multiple studies from independent that are not a part of it. I cited really, and I cited the American immigration. What did you say?
The American immigration. Are you kidding? That would be like me saying that it's written by possibly or like I mean, come on.
Wait, well, we can clarify the difference.
Enemy cavalry is coming!
Fox News linked report was classified and argued in court that they shouldn't have to pay a fine for lying because they don't think there's a reasonable expectation that the average
Keep them away from the gate!
When did that happen to the American Immigration Institute?
Do you know the level that you need, how high the bar is to become a non-profit in this country? And to go out and just spew shit. Come on, dude. You're smarter than
not trusting the American Immigration Institute as their 501c3. Wait. This is interpretation. I'm not trusting the American Immigration Institute because they're 501c3. I'm trusting the American Immigration Institute because it's methodology and evidence independent of the studies on the side.
They are a far left.
You call them far left because they disagree with the narrative that you prop up with no evidence. You think that anything that aligns with reality is far left. You call me far left because I don't think we should have a rapist as president. You call me far left because I don't think that our president should be calling his political opponents terrorists and advocating for them to be executed. You call me far left because I disagree with Donald Trump lying to us about starting a new war, breaking his promise of no new wars, and going around destroying the economy and cutting off food stamps for 16 million American children. You call me far left because I think
not a way to debate. You asked me a question, you didn't let me answer it. You asked me what my take was, and I want to answer that question for you. Was the United States of America compared to itself and compared to the rest of the world better off in 1950 years today?
Depends on the metric that you were asking about. By what metric?
By livability, by how much people are making compared to how much work, and how much of the economy we had of the world. compared to what we have today.
Okay, so
We have
I
13%
don't know the
today.
size
In
of-
1950, we had 53%.
so I don't know the size of our-
We are becoming the third world.
You know what else we had in 1950? 80% corporate tax rates. You know what else we had in 1950?
Yes, Dean,
like
but Dean,
90% like rates on everything over like a couple
you're smart
$50.
enough to realize just because you have those no, it's the truth. Go do your research on it, Dean. Just like when you guys love to cite that there used to be a 90% millionaire tax, nobody paid that.
Yeah,
nobody did. They all found loopholes around it. They put their money in trust. And you know that. This country is way better off in 1950 than it is today. And why is that? Because we've become the third world, the import of the third world bloc.
This is all, by the way, I want to interrupt you
I'm
here.
going to tell you exactly
This is all
why.
just the feelings. I have to speak. You've been dominating the mic, so let me have at least 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
This is legitimately everything that you're saying reduces down to the feelings in your fucking tum-tum. This is all just like thinly veiled racism and xenophobia directed towards immigrants because we are insecure whiteness. Okay? All of the evidence, all of the studies, everything indicates that you are well, I assume that you're a man because your son called you his father. And I assume that you're white because you're a piece of shit supporting Trump calling immigrants the third worlders.
Did he tell you what my pronouns were? Did
The
he
word
share
father
that?
is gender, dumbass.
No.
Hold up. About that? How did you know he was a white male?
So how do you know a white male? It's just
Oh, well,
a white
exactly.
man.
Well, actually, look at what your son just said. How did you know he was a white man? So, A, you're affirming that he is a white man. And then B, the reason why I know that you're a white man is because you're a man supporting Trump screaming about how immigrants are third worlders. That's how I know that you're a white man. Come on,
Dean,
what
why
are we
is it
doing?
racism when it comes down to just math to me?
Because it's, it doesn't come down to math. Because when I gave you the math, when I gave you the evidence, when I gave you the statistics, when I gave you the numbers, okay, you disputed it all. You said it was all fake. You said none of it was true. You said that you could go hypothetically find studies to dispute it all. What about this math? What math are you referring to? What math are you referring to?
Income compared to cost. Rate of inflation.
What does it have to do with racism?
No. Wait a minute. Because you're saying I'm racist for saying the United States is worse off financially.
No, I'm saying that you're promoting. You're a straw man. You are 110% straw man. I'm saying that you're promoting very thinly veiled xenophobia and racism because inside of your belief structure, you're basically telling us that immigrants are third worlders.
The Democratic race card. We don't have an actual argument.
Oh my God! The actual argument was the studies that I gave you, the facts that refute your view that you responded to by saying, "Oh, even though you have evidence, Dean, I don't believe you. We're importing third worlders, and we need to stop." Wait, don't interrupt me. Wait, don't interrupt me. You were interrupting me.
Give me from the Chinese Communist Party soon?
You are interrupting me because you know that I'm right and you know that you're wrong. You just called and accused me.
You've been interrupting me.
You just accused me of pulling the race card. Exactly. You can't listen to shit because you're an
No,
immature.
you're
an immature middle-aged fuckhead. I know. So are you actually going to listen to what I have to say? Or are you going to continue to speak up and speak over me?
Go ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So you accused me of, pulling the race card because I didn't have an argument. The argument was, all the data that I gave you about the contributions of undocumented immigrants and immigrants as a whole to the economy, regardless if it's the $14.3 trillion surplus that they've generated over the course of the last 30 years, or the $100 billion that undocumented immigrants pay in taxes per year per the IRS, or the $1.1 trillion that they generate in so far as economic productivity directed to the GDP per year, or the fact that we see other studies from other centers of immigration, like the American Institute of Immigration, that indicate that they actually have an upward pressure on wages because they create more productivity in the labor force, generating more jobs for more people, meaning that all in all, we'd see an upward pressure on wages that employers are willing to pay because now they have more positions to offer, but then you just disputed all of it. You said this doesn't matter to you. Everything you just said is false. I'm going to completely disregard it all because I bet hypothetically if I were to do my own research, which you clearly haven't done because you're an immature, uneducated asshole, you say that you would hypothetically be able to find the evidence to prove me wrong because a study exists to prove anything. And then you completely ignored those studies. You completely ignored the evidence. And then you just went on to say, well, guess what? The feelings in my tum-tum are telling me that immigrants suck and destroy this country. They're third worlders and we shouldn't have them here. And then you gave me some trivial, baseless correlation causation fallacy, such as the notion that, well, since 1950, the economy has gotten worse compared to where it's at today. Even that's not true. GDP growth has grown, real median wages have went up, living standards have went up, but even if it were to be given case that those things haven't gone up, but they have been gone down, well then you'd just be committing a correlation causation fallacy, basically assuming that this is also because of more immigration. Okay, once again, when the data disagrees. So at that point, after you disputed all of the evidence I gave you, when you gave me a correlation causation fallacy rooted within lies, I made the point that, your view seems to be rooted within thinly veiled racism and xenophobia because you have no real counter-argument against the data I'm giving you. You only have the feelings in your tongue, and then of course using phrases such as racist. So don't ever accuse me of calling you a racist because I don't have an argument again. You are in the wrong line for that. Here we talk about facts. We don't talk about your feelings in your tongue.
Are you done? Is your tirade over now?
Okay. Well, my tirade will be over the day that Donald Trump stops calling Democrats the day that Donald Trump stops infringing on our Constitution, the day that Donald Trump stops passing executive orders to rewrite the 14th Amendment, the day that he stops calling for the execution of Democrats and Congress, and the day that assholes like you stop arguing that this man who thinks he's above the Constitution, the law of the land, is a pro-American patriot fighting off the hateful anti-American Democrats. And with that, I'll give you the mic.
It's not about the man, it's the movement. I could care less about the man, it's the movement. I could care less about the man. If he left tomorrow and J.D. Vance took it over, I'd actually probably be a little happier. It's not about the man because there's just too much baggage with him. We don't need him anymore. The movement's there. He could go. I honestly think he's a little hurtful to it. And no, I'm not becoming anti-MAGA because MAGA's going to move beyond Trump. And it has to. And again, MAGA, I'm not totally down with 100% of MAGA. I am an adult. I have some of my own beliefs as well. The question I want to ask you is again, because my big thing, and I told you at the outset of this, is the illegal immigration and how it has not helped our country.
Anastasia, thank you so much for the Castle Fantasy. I really appreciate you, Anastasia. Show some love.
Thank you, Anastasia. That was nice. You're the best, Anastasia. All right. Comparatively to 1950, how many immigrant-led households are on some form of welfare right now? What percentage? You know all the stats. How much, dude?
I don't know the stats about the percentage of immigrant households on...
and it was 3% or less in 1950. It was 53 and then 3
That's
less
because there was less social programs, idiot. Holy
53%, Dean.
What was the percentage of natural U.S.-born citizens? I have a question.
You know what that... No, they're citizens.
Anastasia, thank you so much for the Sage Ventures. Thank you so much for the love.
Dean, I don't care if it was 100%.
What was the percentage of natural U.S.-born citizens on government subsidies in the 50s compared to today?
Oh, I don't know how that's stat, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, guess what? I do. Because when we look at the Cleo Institute, it indicates to us.
I don't care if it's 100.
Dude.
I don't care if it's 100.
Oh, okay.
People that come here that are not natural-born citizens in this country, it should be 0. And it should be 0 forever.
Why?
If they can't make it there, go back to your country. Because why do we have to support people when we can't support our own people here?
Because they support us more than we support them.
Living better than they do.
They support us more than we support them.
Our single mothers should be living better than they do.
Do you know what a business investment is? Do you know what an ROI is? Do you know what an ROI is?
Return on investment.
Okay. Did you know that we get a return on investment insofar as the money? Oh my God.
According to the far left organizations that push this narrative, Dean.
Holy shit! No, not according to the far left. Not according to the far left institutes that push this. Not according to the far left institutes that push this narrative. Undocumented immigrants, for example, only takes close to, I think, $20 billion in government programs per year, regardless of as uninsured undocumented immigrants accessing emergency rooms or undocumented immigrants that live in the 10 states that offer limited benefits. Meanwhile, they pay upwards of $100 billion per year in taxes, according to the IRS. So you're telling us, oh, well, this is such a problem, we need to get rid of them because they're a drain on our economy because they cost us $20 billion per year. Well, that's something that a not smart person would say because you are forgetting to consider the $100 billion per year that they pay in taxes. You are actually like oh my God, I can't even call you what I want to call you. I can't even say what I want to say because I just got a flag for hate speech. But the point that I'm making here is that they pay more into the economy than they take out. If you cannot do a cohesive analysis that would include the economic inputs of all immigrants in consideration to the economic outputs that they take, such as social programs, then you are a fool. The only way to make the evaluation, if they cost us more than they give, is to consider what they give and what they cost us. That should be self-explanatory by the nature of the conversation that we're having and the topic that we're debating, but apparently to you it isn't. Think about it this way. If you give me $10,000 tomorrow, but then at the end of the year, I give you $1 million in return, sure, technically I took $10,000 from you, but I gave you close to $1 million back in consideration of the $10,000 that you lost. You made money, you profited, you benefited, you are better off because of me. that same concept can be applied to immigration. And anybody with a brain should be able to understand this. If we pay, I don't know, like a couple $1 billion per year for undocumented immigrants and social programs. We pay billions of dollars per year for social programs for illegal immigrants that came here through the proper legal ports of entry. But then in return, immigrants and undocumented immigrants give $14.3 trillion in surplus over the course of the last 30 years. Not talking about the total contribution, but strictly referring to the surplus. We're making more money from them than they're making from us.
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Dean. Okay, Dean, listen. First of all, you call yourself a debater, and I've never watched an actual professional debater or anyone before. You know, you've called me a name 7 times already. That shows you that you don't actually have a good argument. But let me just put it in this real quick.
I'm muting you because you lied. You are using the fact that I've called you names to ignore my good argument. That is that undocumented immigrants and legal immigrants have paid $14.2 trillion more than they've taken in the last 30 years, according to the Korean Institute. I'm mute. Go ahead. God, I'm gonna mute you if you say that dumb shit again now. That's just like clearly not true. God.
Okay. I told you, I live in a small state. Last year, our Yankee Institute in this state, and you can look them up and you'll say they're a right-wing institute, fine. And they came out with a report, a very detailed report that said the state of Connecticut, just the state, forget the federal government, spent $1.3 billion last year on people here illegally. $1.3 billion. So if you times that with 1%, microcosm that out, knowing states like California and New York do a hell of a lot more than we do, you're looking at about 130 billion right there, minimum.
What's the source for that?
I just told you. I told you the Yankee Institute for the state of Connecticut.
Yeah, for Connecticut, not for the country. And the
we already know the numbers up into about 4 billion just for Minnesota, just for the state of Minnesota. You laugh because it's the truth.
I just want the source that shows every year we spend $130 billion.
The congressional testimony where you're that androgynous psychopath weirdo that you wanted to be vice president, it actually admitted it himself. So go talk to little Tim Tampon about it. He will tell you.
I'm asking you for a source insofar as how much is spent annually for the totality of the country. The absolute word that I can't say.
There we go with the name calling again.
You just called Tim Walton androgynous psychopath.
I didn't say anything about you.
No, you said something about
you. Why, you sticking up for him?
Oh, well, you stick up for a rapist. You stick up for a rapist. You stick up to somebody that has boasted about sexual exploitation.
I don't believe he is.
Here's a clip of Donald Trump admitting to sexual exploitation.
Go ahead, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
So you have... Well done! The lighthouse has collapsed!
Is that I'll go backstage before a show. Yeah. And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, is everyone okay? They're standing there with no... Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Where did he admit to raping her or sexual assault? Dean, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, he was talking about that he looked at women. Do you know the Howard Stern show? Have you ever actually seen the Howard Stern show? He was talking about how he was back there and he looked at women. Whoa, looking at models. What a psychopath. Whoa, you said sexual assault. You said rape. Use rape word. No, don't. No, you went backwards. You just throw out these talking points, and how did that prove your point? That just made you look like no. I'm not
you nearly have control of this side of the bridge. Push them back.
Okay, so who else do you say? Who else do you say that he's sexually assaulted? Go ahead.
Okay. I said, do you want to hear a clip of Donald Trump admitting to sexual exploitation? You said yes.
You said rape.
How much money? How much money do you invest?
How would I even get you money? I don't have it. I don't have that kind of stuff. I'm 38. I don't have things like that.
Patience, we've taken the first half of the bridge.
Yes.
If you'd like to
You did it again. You just said I called Donald Trump a rapist. You just said it again.
Patience,
Yeah,
capture the other side of the bridge.
And I asked you if you'd like to cue a clip of him admitting to sexual exploitation.
Hey, I still don't see it. He looked at people at a pageant.
You didn't just look at people in public.
You called him a rapist, though. Who is he rapist? Who's he rapist?
Who's he rapist?
Here we go again. Oh no.
So you actually took space. He barged into a woman's dressing room. And when you look at sexual exploitation by definition is unjustly taking advantage of somebody's sexual. An example of sexual exploitation.
Keep fighting! The bridge is almost ours!
Using his position of power over the position of vulnerability in a woman or girl's room to further unconsensual sexual conduct. And that is exactly what we just heard him admit to. He used his power as the owner of this pageant to lie, claimed he was doing an inspection, compelled rooms to be private women's only dressing rooms, or as he said, quote, no men were around, or he even saw women with no clothes on, therefore they're women.
We have captured the bridge! For the order!
Is sexual exploitation. Use your position of power, consensual.
Move through the city gate!
I'm happy I could describe this concept. It's something that you should all know. I know why you don't know. I'm happy that I could inform you.
So let me ask you something, Dean. What would be the charge? What would be the criminal charge for that?
Criminal charge for that would be
Voyeurism,
voyeurism.
would there need to be a taping of it?
There's no taping required for voyeurism.
Yes, there is.
You're talking about sexual.
He walked into a pageant in a room that he owned the room or was renting the room.
So when you're a male owner of a business, you can't just barge into the places in this business that are designated to be private places for the opposite gender, where they have an expectation of privacy and then get naked.
Reporters come in all the time when baseball players are naked. Female and male ones. Yes, they do. You don't watch sports.
Let's test this logic.
We know you don't watch sports.
Let's test this logic. If you had a daughter that was using the
She's sitting right here.
Move into the city. Ascantia must fall.
She's 12. So watch the stuff you're talking about.
So if she was using
Destroy the city. Start by toppling
Totally
those
different
gaudy
story.
When
columns.
the owner of that Walmart barged into the bathroom and peeked his head over the stall, would that be sexual exploitation?
Yes, it's not the same thing.
What's the difference?
First of all, at what point did he ever say these people were naked?
Yeah, I think we're on the 43-second mark where he says they have this logo.
Please play with me.
Yes, is everyone okay? You know, they're standing there with no clutch. Is everybody okay?
We didn't hear it. I didn't hear it.
Everything was good. Yes, is everyone okay? You know, they're standing there with no clutch. Is everybody okay?
Out of shot.
I still don't understand.
Okay, you know, they're standing there with no clutch. Is everybody okay? And you see this thing.
You're right.
That's what he was saying, Dean. Therefore, I feel that it's not pretty close.
Yeah, I have to go. You know what, Dean? I am going to debate you again. I'm going to go look that clip up and make sure that it's real, not doctored. But again,
from the Howard Stern radio
but I say
show
this from the beginning.
2005.
I promised myself I wouldn't let you bring down this road because I don't care if Donald Trump is a scumbag.
You don't care if he sexually exploited naked girls, you'd still make him president? If somebody sexually exploited or raped your daughter, would you ever vote for them to be president?
Dean, would you voted for Bill Clinton, the biggest rapist president ever?
Oh my God.
What do you think about Bill Clinton?
You're positing that Bill Clinton is a rapist. What court has determined that? Oh wait, there hasn't been one. Unlike the court that determined that Donald Trump is a rapist. And I agree that there is some reason to believe that Bill Clinton might have been engaged in rape, which is why no, I wouldn't support him. Now I want you to answer my question. If somebody sexually exploited or raped your daughter, would you ever vote for them to be president?
4 women passed lie detectors that Bill
You're not going to answer my question. Oh my God, answer the question. If somebody said, no, I did. I said that I wouldn't. Okay, that's true.
You're giving me hypotheticals.
So the reason that you're not going to answer the question is because you know that any good man would say no. You know that any good man would say no to that question. You know that rape is beneath the Oval Office. You know that sexually exploiting little girls is beneath the Oval Office. And you know that you are absolutely so gross for arguing that you don't even care if you'd sexually exploit little girls. You're still going to make him president. The first thing that you started with by saying is that the Democrats are anti-American. There's nothing more anti-American than making a wannabe dictator that has infringed on our Constitution, 7 of its amendments, and 2 of its articles, that is admitted to sexual exploitation, been found guilty of rape in a court president. That is a challenge to the core American identity in which you and other members of the MAGA cult have been made to be hanging on to the thread. Okay? The social and moral fabric of this great nation matters, not only because it puts women and girls on the line, because now we're promoting to other young men and boys that they could go out there, rape somebody, they could go out there, sexually exploit somebody, when they're gonna have men like you saying that even if they admit to it, you still don't fucking care. They could still, like, be president. Like, god damn it, that's only gonna ensure that there's more victims. 1. Point number 2 is that we have to be able to designate some actions beneath the Oval Office in the same way that we designate some actions beneath flipping burgers at McDonald's. If you are a violent sex offender, if you rape somebody, if you sexually exploit somebody, you can't even get a job at McDonald's, so why should you be able to get a job that will put you in the highest ranking position available to any human alive? The third reason why you should care about this is the same man that doesn't care about the consent of a woman or girl to the extent of being able to sexually exploit them, barge into their dressing rooms, look at them while they're naked, then turn around and say they look great and boast about it and call it funny, is the man who's drafting the policy that is governing over America. If he doesn't care about the consent of a woman or girl and finds it funny to violate it, why would he care about ensuring that you pay less in taxes? Why would he care about ensuring that you live a higher quality of life? Why would he care about ensuring that you don't fucking die in war? Why would he care about ensuring that our transatlantic partnerships, our partners are doing things that are engaged in good commerce and trade that are ultimately beneficial to the average American? They wouldn't care about any of these things because they're by definition apathetic. He only cares about himself. He only cares about what furthers his self-interest. That's the only type of person that would ever rape or sexually exploit somebody and then boast about it and call it funny. That's why this shit matters. Okay? And that's why the political ideology in which you uphold is so goddamn damaging to this country. And that's why I come on this stream every single day to dispute and prove people like you to be the frauds, spineless excuses of men that you are.
We need ammo.
Teams? I do not believe you ever would. If I did, I would not like him. You don't have proof? Had he have done, listen to me, Dean. I let you talk for a long time. I know you can mute me all you want. Had he actually done this, do you think Biden and the CIA at that time, who was extremely democratic, not many of them, not all of them, and Biden and the FBI, you think they would have just let that sit there for fun? Why would they not have told us before? Why would they not have, Dean?
They've been telling us forever.
It didn't happen.
Wait, they've been blasting this clip of Donald Trump. So I want to clarify. You don't believe Trump even though he admitted to it. So what standard of evidence can convince you that he did that?
He never admitted to raping anybody.
I admitted to sexual exploitation. That's what we were talking about. So what can convince you that Donald Trump did it?
I will talk to you about the clip because I don't believe that's real.
You don't believe it's real? What do you think it is?
He didn't finish. You cut off the clip as usual.
Wait. Oh, okay. I'll play the totality of the clip. I'll play the totality of the clip, including
I don't believe you. I don't care what AI
Out of shots.
AI? Wait. Wait, do you believe that it's only...
Hold on, let me play my clip.
Can we agree that it's... No. Can we agree that it's only okay to believe in things when we have evidence? Oh, can we agree, yes or no, that it's only okay to believe in things, okay, when we have enough evidence to prove them to be true? Answer the question. I'm going to speak to you about Obama with this topic, can we agree that it's only okay to believe in things when we have enough evidence to prove it to be true?
You do not have enough evidence to believe it to be true.
You're not answering the question. Can we agree that it's only okay to believe in things when we have enough evidence to prove it to be true?
All of the columns have fallen. Continue onward.
I'm not going. How I'm going to answer the question is, if this was true, the Biden administration would have been.
Yeah. You're not going to answer the question. You're not going to answer the question. Also, you said that it's AI. Wait, can you read? Can you read this right here?
Yes, Dean.
What does that say? What does it say?
I have to listen to the clip.
What does it say? What does that say? No, just tell me. What does it say? What does that say? Does that say 9
years ago?
Oh,
9
yeah.
years ago.
Oh, yeah. Did perfect voice modulation in the sense of AI even exist 9 years ago?
Oh,
no.
Dean, I said I need to listen to it.
You said that you didn't want to hear. Oh, you want to listen to it? Let's listen to it together.
You brought the bar up. I want to listen to it in totality. No, in totality. Play me the whole interview, Dean. Play me the whole interview, Dean.
Right? You're a powerful man. I want to sleep with you. Now, you're not the type that would say no.
I don't want to hurt their feelings.
Right. No, but I mean, you see a beautiful woman, you want to have that. You're a guy who likes to have everything, right?
The astrological instruments are almost completely destroyed.
Conflict? I don't see that.
It could be a conflict of interest, but you know, it's the kind of thing you worry about later.
Oh, I see.
You tend to think about the conflict a little bit later on.
How could it not be?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, you know, Mr. Trump, my country, we say hello with the vagina. And,
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done it. Now,
Well, I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show, and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and you know, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. You know, I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like a
everything is
doctor.
good. Is everyone okay? You know, they say there with no. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with it.
And I'll also give you more corroborating evidence, because we also have the testimony of many of the women and girls that competed at the pageants that he owned. Like, for instance, Tasha Dixon was Miss Arizona from 2001. Here's what she had to say.
He just came strolling right in. There was no second for the robe on or any sort of clothing or anything. Some girls were topless, others were naked.
As Miss Arizona 2001, Tasha Dixon competed in the Miss USA pageant. Donald Trump owned the contest along with Miss Universe and Miss Teen USA for 19
Excellent.
years.
Now the Tenosians may focus on more pressing
at the dress
terrestrial
rehearsal
matters.
And half naked, changing into our bikini. To have the owner come waltzing
Basics
in
into that
when
library
we're
and
naked
burn it to the
or half
ground.
naked in a very physically vulnerable position, and then to have the pressure of the the people that work for him telling us to go fawn all over him.
We also have many other women and girls, like such as Nora Belair from Miss Teen USA 1997, who said that he just barged in there while she was naked and said, "Don't worry, ladies, I've seen it before." Same thing with three other main teams. I'm going to consider whether it would be for Minions for Anonymity that told reporters.
We need ammo.
We also have Miss Vermont and Miss Massachusetts from Miss USA 99 and then Miss USA 2003. And of course, collaboration with Donald Trump as we go through the
Go way out of that.
using the fact that he's the owner of this pageant. They said he allowed himself to years ago existed, and I know that you don't need any restoration of your own, because this is one, you should be interview. There's nothing that is criticized in this interview. Everybody don't do these things, and there's any of it. That is what he said after the completed. Out of that vote, once again, he's been put on loss for this for the last 7 years. We also know that he was talking.
This is what this was. Now I'm muted. Dean, a serious question. Any of these people that came forward, and again, I'm asking you because I don't know. You're showing me these videos. Did any of them come forward before 2016?
They came forward when they were asking.
Did he already admit? Did he already say that he's running for president before?
That's a rumor.
Just why didn't anyone ever say? Not saying that it's not true. I'm not disputing them. The question is, why didn't anyone care or say anything or come out and tell anybody? There's no corroboration. Nobody heard anything of it until the second a Republican was running for president.
You actually don't know that. So the Tannout.
Well, I don't know that.
The library is almost completely consumed by flame.
When the mainstream media sources asked them about it, which was when Donald Trump started running for president, and the mainstream media sources didn't really care because he wasn't running for president.
Okay, that's what we got.
Yeah, and that's something I could agree to. That this doesn't discount the testimony of them. That's just the first time they said and it certainly doesn't discount what happened. What we have is a final
Alex!
I'm going to watch the person that as you were showing that clip from me. You guys are put up by CNN, right?
Yeah.
That's why I want to go get it from I'm going to go get it from howardstern.com. tomorrow. And just, no, honestly, I just want to see Dean. Honestly, if I will come on again. I'm not one of those people. I will come on here and talk to you wrong.
If Fox
after I hear.
If Fox News published a paper,
I don't like Fox News either. I don't like Fox News.
If Fox News published a paper Biden saying that, I would believe it. Why? Because the issue with Fox News is what their spin on the truth is, not what the truth is. But
I don't like
there's
Fox
no way to spin the clip of somebody that's talking. You know, I don't tune into Fox News because of their opinion on the facts. I don't tune into Fox News because of their spin on reality. But if Fox News were to publish this clip of Biden saying something without their own opinion, without their spin, then I would believe it. So I understand what they're doing, but this is just a clip of what
Do you have the clip of Sarah Reid calling into the Donahue show in the 1990s talking about how she was sexually assaulted by a senator? Do you have that clip?
Oh,
who later found out to be Joe Biden?
You mean the woman that tried to sue Biden for the court that got this kind of lawyer dropped the court case and the judge is actually going to that woman? That woman is completely irrelevant to the conversation that we're having about Donald Trump sexually exploiting these women and girls. And I'm not going to allow you to ask me a question that is unrelated to the topic of discourse that you're trying so hard to run away from.
It is. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, but with your guy.
No, because I first said, okay, I need you to accept that Donald Trump did this. I need you to accept that Donald Trump did this. What are we doing? Why are you trying your best to pivot? We're doing about Biden.
No, it's not about Biden. It's the same topic.
Okay, listen, I understand that you're not that intelligent and we'll help you out here, but the way that we have debated is to have productive ruler discourse by going one point at a time. So we have not finished this point of Donald Trump sexually exploiting these women and girls. Now, if you wanted to accept and concede, listen, the point is I'm going to need you to listen to me. If you want to accept and concede that because of all the evidence that I've given you. Oh, I know, because you're brainwashed cult member.
That's
why you won't accept anything.
Charlie Kirk never would have done that. That was a good debater, Charlie Kirk. He acted like
I shit on him too.
Dean, no, you didn't.
Sheen, are you kidding me?
Oh, wait, we hear the little boy whining in the background. Pipe down, little bro. Let your dad handle the mic. And he's already failing himself, so I don't think that you do much better.
Taller than you.
Yeah, I'm not talking about his physicalities. I'm talking about the size of his brain and yours. I don't know, dude. But listen, let's try to
Okay, Dean, I waited a long time to ask you. I seen you hitting your little vape on stream all the time. I want to ask, what medication is in your anxiety pen, Dean? What medication would that be?
Yeah, what is it? Is it like a benzo?
Because we've seen the green, Dean. We've seen the blue Geek Bar. We've seen it before, Dean. Is
it a benzo?
If you know it's a Geek Bar, then you know it's nicotine. What are we done?
Dean, well, you said that it's an anxiety pen. Am I right or wrong?
And I said that you don't have media literacy because that was a fucking joke. Holy shit.
Oh, wait a minute.
But Dean, you've always tried so
you're
hard.
telling
Wait, they're saying, liberal owned because the liberal says that he was joking about his fucking anxiety pin?
This is the game you play.
Liberal owned because the liberal admitted that something unrelated to do with his platform or policy or politics as a whole was a joke. You guys are fucking jokes. What are we doing? I understand that you guys are freaking the fuck out because I've been able to prove from the dad and son duo from hell. I really proved nothing by playing a clip of Donald Trump admitting to sexual exploitation, corroborated by the independent testimony of multiple women's and multiple victims, including the women and girls that committed different pageants in different years. I've really proved nothing. You are so right. Hey, let me tell you something, sir. Just because you say something doesn't make it true. And I'm going to challenge you with a really difficult question here that you're not going to be able to answer. If you're now arguing that I haven't proved anything by playing you a clip of Donald Trump admitting to sexual exploitation, a clip of Donald Trump admitting to it, well, then what standard of evidence could I possibly give you to prove that it occurred? Because as far as I'm concerned, Donald Trump admitting guilt is the highest standard of evidence that I could possibly possess. There's nothing stronger than an admission of guilt. Even if we had a video of him doing it, okay? Well, then you'd be able to say, oh, what if it's AI? What if it's fake? Well, him admitting guilt 9 years ago couldn't be AI, couldn't be fake, because we know it's real. We know he was on the Howard Stern radio show. We know that's his voice, and we know that we've been telling the same story forever, not to mention the further corroboration by the victims, by the women, by the girls. What level of evidence, what kind of evidence could I give you that would convince you that he has done this? If you're now arguing that I haven't proved anything after giving you what I would refer to as undeniable evidence by playing you a clip of Donald Trump admitting to it, answer the question, what kind of evidence could I give you that would be convincing?
Evidence from someone who doesn't come on here and lie every single day for Democrats.
Okay, so I gave you that evidence because my evidence was what Trump said, and he doesn't come on TikTok and lie every day for the Democrats.
YouTube CNN evidence.
Yeah, the YouTube CNN evidence. That is a screen recording of an audio clip of Donald Trump admitting to it.
Conversation. I need to hear the entire interview.
You heard all the relevant.
5 or 6 minutes.
Listen. This is
all
like arguing
because you're cutting it.
What am I cutting? There's nothing that's being cut here. That was the end of the conversation. He said that he got away with it.
CNN cut it, Dean.
What could he have possibly said after the point that CNN
I'm gonna have
it
to listen to
that could like change your mind? Change my mind.
Listen. Here's what I'm telling to you.
Listen. No. I'm gonna play the audio again. What could have Donald Trump? No. You do because I need to ask you a question to refute your bullshit. Tell me what Donald Trump could have said. Tell me. Listen. Tell me what Donald Trump could have said once this clip is over, where CNN cut it, that would like change my mind and then bring about the stark revelation that he didn't do what he said he did.
Obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show, and everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
Finish Trump's sentence. What is the next thing that he could have said that would deny everything that he just admitted to?
Dean, I don't know what in the context of it.
I'm just asking you for what the possible context could be
don't know.
that would explain how this isn't something that he did.
I don't know if it was.
You don't know the possible context? You lost to the debate. Yeah, that's right, buddy.
I didn't lose the debate.
I'm just asking you to come up with some possible explanation.
Listen to me.
Listen to me. I'm asking you to come up with some possible. No, I want you to speculate. I want you to speculate to your advantage. Speculate to your advantage. That's what I'm asking you to do. What is the wildest, craziest speculation that you could think of that would reasonably fit into this interview with Donald Trump insofar as what Donald Trump could speculatorily say next to explain how he didn't do anything that he just said he did? What could he have said next, Lucas and Lucas's father? Speculate it. And if you don't want to speculate it, it's because you can't think of any reasonable explanation or series of things that he could have said after the cut by CNN that would explain away everything that he just admitted to. There's absolutely no reasonable belief held by any reasonable human to deny what Donald Trump just admitted to. And by the way, I just want to preface here, if there was, then we would have heard it.
Dean, as I told you before, you're asking me to speculate. I'm not definitely, here's what I'm telling you. I'm not 100% saying you're wrong. I'm not 100% saying I'm right. I need to look at this before I say this. I don't speculate. Speculation is not for debates. Even Plato said that.
It is.
Even
I'm
Plato
asking
said that. Look that up. Plato said
I'm asking you. What I'm asking you to
debates.
do is just think of what the possible things are that Donald Trump
He was
could
checking
reasonably
out their
have said.
shoes to see if their heels were good. You asked me to speculate. I'm just giving you something.
But okay,
you won't stop.
that line of speculation would fail because just like moments ago in the clip that we just listened to, we heard him say that he would walk into the dressing rooms and he'd see naked women. But
You're
even like,
for a hypothetical,
but what I'm
Dean.
telling you is that what you just suggested is contradictory to what he just said.
UConn won. UConn won 71-62.
Just got banned, dude. I'm worked up, man. We just got a ban on TikTok. I'm pretty worked up. Not gonna lie, folks. I'm pretty worked up. That guy sucked. Let's listen to what we got banned for. Accept and concede. Listen, the point is I'm gonna need you to listen to me. If you want to accept and concede that because of all the evidence that I've given you. Oh, I know, because you're brainwashed cult member. That's why you want to accept anything.
Charlie Kirk never would have done that. That was a good debater, Charlie Kirk. He acted like
I shit on him too.
No, Dean, no, you didn't.
Gene, are you kidding me?
Oh, wait, we hear the little boy whining in the background. The fuck did I get banned for? Nothing in this clip includes bullying. Was it the little boy whining in the background? Maybe that was it. Oh, whatever. Jeez. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just thank a couple people real quick while we see if that appeal goes through. Thank you so much, Lord T, for the $10 over on Super Chat, who says, time to leave TikTok. Dean, come over to YouTube. I know. I think I need to. Leave TikTok. That was crazy, bro. I just want to let you all know that, like, while that was unfolding, we literally got upwards of, like, 10 different violations and restrictions on TikTok. Completely insane. Chris, thank you for the 14 Canadian dollars on Super Chat, who says, cry harder over your Tangerine King. He won't answer your prayers. Or say it louder for those in the back, dude. Thank you so much for the 14 Canadian dollars. Mo, thank you for the $10, who says, why when it comes to Trump and MAGA, clear evidence is not enough, but for Democrats, no evidence is needed at all to disregard them. Right? It's like, if I have this amount of evidence, really high amount of evidence that Donald Trump has done something, they don't believe it. But they have this amount of evidence that a Democrat has done something they call it undeniable. Rob, thank you so much, Rob, for the $50 super chat on YouTube. I appreciate you, Rob. That is very kind of you, my friend, dude. Please show some love to Rob down below in that comment section for the $50 on super chat. That is beyond kind of you, my friend. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so very much for the love and support. Thank you so much, Rob. Same thing to LG Bigfoot. Thank you for the $25, who says, thank you for what you do, Dean. Well, thank you so much for supporting me and what we do on stream here, and I hope that you're enjoying the stream. Thank you so much for the love, LG. Omega Star with the $20 says, people need to stop being quote-unquote nice guys and be good men instead. I agree. Yeah, we need more good men. Jen, thank you for the $10, who says, it was wider, Dean. 53%. We can't do non-racial immigration anymore. I wonder what that was in reference to. Expendable, thank you for the $10, who says, whenever MAGA brings up 1950s American prosperity, Dean, remember this, the entire world bar, the U.S. was a battleground from 1939 to 1945, or colonies. There's a reason why we were a powerhouse then. Yep, really good point. Because we were at fucking war, dude. We had to be. It's just like inflated economic output from the government's own spending on war. Really true point. Really true point. Let's see who else here. Thank you so much, Yasmin, for the $10, who says, Dean, do you have any idea why every MAGA who comes up to talk to you is somehow a small business owner that works with governors who are experts in the exact thing that they need to own you on? Odd. I know, right? Every single one of them. And then Full Band, thank you so much for the $20 donation, who says, tell the people of Chernobyl how safe nuclear power plants are. Well, actually, Full Band, I do think that nuclear power plants are very safe. I'm actually a big advocate of nuclear energy. We need way more of it. And I think that people will use the example of Chernobyl as like a way to like fearmonger people against it. As well as Full Band with another $50. Thank you so much, Full Band. Fucking hell. Thank you, Full Band. Show some love to Full Band down below in that comment section for the $50 donation. Who says only stupid people can engage in hypotheticals. On God, Full Band. Thank you so much for the love. Phoenix with the $10 says, caller, you want to elect a monster, just a monster's friend, pathetic, on God. Anthony with the $10 says, Dean Bro, it's crazy the arguments they use when he literally said they couldn't walk down Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and they still love him, because they would. Look at the argument that we just heard. Mo with the $10 says, giving $10 towards the Smack's anger management session. Smackdown Crash at King will calm down one day. I remember Smack. He was very angry. We've had a bunch of really angry people today. Ian, thank you so much for the $20 over on Super Chat. And then Stella, thank you so much for the $20 as well. Show some love to Ian, show some love to Stella. And then, of course, Kindle, thank you for the $20, who says, I don't understand how people cannot see what they are saying is wrong. I know, right? That's the part that gets to me, Kindle. It's like, why can't they see what they are saying is so clearly wrong? I feel like if we were to make it about anybody but Trump, clearly they would agree that this person shouldn't have the support of the people. Clearly, they would agree that this person shouldn't be in a position of power. Clearly, they would agree that this person is guilty of what the hell I'm accusing them of, because they admitted to it. But because it's Trump, they turn off their brains. Okay? Because it's Trump, they become fucking MAGA zombies. Because it's Trump, they just stop using all their rational faculties whatsoever. Because it's Trump, they just don't know how to think. Jay Blade, thank you so much for the $20 on Super Chat as well. He says, Lucas's dad was awful. Also, quick question. How do you debate Catholics on abortion, considering that they actually say some sins are worse than others? Yeah, that's where the debate gets a little bit more complicated, Jay Blade. And we start going back into Mosaic law and Levitical law to examine the fact that fetuses weren't really given personhood, but rather only bestowed property rights. It's definitely a more complicated argument. 110%. We did get the appeal approved on TikTok, so we're actually going to restart our live over there. Restriction. I think that I have to stop anxiety pinning. I've been getting like a bunch of like bans and whatnot for the anxiety pin. I think that they're finally starting to crack that on me. I think that's just their new way to like try to kick me off air, but in all reality, it's probably beneficial in the long term because I should probably not have to go. Hey, welcome back in everybody. For everybody tuning back in on TikTok, I really appreciate each and every single one of you guys for being here. Welcome in. Make sure that you're double tapping away on that phone screen, shouting out that live with a handful of friends. We got a ban, but we got the account back now. Dude, TikTok is just really messing with us so hard. It sucks, guys. It sucks. We're actually just going to start the stream here by taking a moment to thank the people who have supported us on Venmo and PayPal. I'm going to do that right now. Venmo, thank you so much, Ray, for the $10, who says, listen to Megadeth's Symphony of Destruction from 1992 as it describes Trump's totalitarian style. I'll take a listen. Linda, thank you so much for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much for that support, Linda. You are beyond kind. Beyond fucking kind, bro. Beyond kind. Thank you so much, Linda. Linda with a 50 says, love you, Dean. Please protect your beautiful spirit. You're facing down a lot of darkness. Thank you so much for that. No, it's a little bit hard for real people like that last us, but we get it done. Thank you so much for the support. Let's get 500 Linda W's. Misty with the $20 says, what about Trump saying that he just grabbed women by the keyboard or dates a 10-year-old girl who was his daughter? Hypocritical BLS. I couldn't agree more. Ali, thank you for the $10, who says, we know that he's a white man because that is the only social group that the 1950s was ideal for. They don't understand this. Yep. Tina, thank you so much for the $35 on Venmo, who says, wow, that guy's father, a fellow Gen Xer, is completely lost and doesn't realize that 20 plus years of far right-wing propaganda that has destroyed his ability to critically think. Yeah, Lucas's dad sucked. By the way, for everybody tuning back in, I appreciate y'all for being here. Make sure that you're double tapping on that phone screen to shout out the live. It did get taken down by TikTok, but we're back on air. As well as Lucy, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo, who says, please send my husband Jeff my love. He listens to you more now than me, and I was the one who loved your debates first, lol. Please keep educating people. Jeff, if you're watching, shout out to you and shout out to your wife, Lucy. Thank you so much for the $20, Lucy. Nicole, thank you so much for the $30 donation, who says, I listen to your lives every day. Thank you for speaking up for women as often as you do. Yeah, dude, listen, I speak up for what makes sense. I speak up for common sense, and often that involves women because of the right's tirade and trail of terror on women. Thank you so much, Nicole, for the $30. And then Zach, thank you so much for the $50. And Mark, thank you for the $100. These both came in an hour ago. I really don't know if Zach and Mark are still tuning in. If you are, thank you both so fucking much for the insane amount of love. I'm beyond grateful for the two of you. I want to see 1,000 Mark W's and 500 Zach W's. Mark with the $100 says, you are an inspiration, sir. Thank you for all that you do. Then Zach with the $50, says that Donald Trump is stupid. On God, Zach. Thank you so much, Mark and Zach. Then Jeremy, thank you so much for the $20, who says, thank you so much for debunking these crazy people. We're debunking them all day. And with that, we're actually all caught up on Venmo. Guys, please show some massive love to all of our viewers. We just have a couple people to catch up with on PayPal, and we will hop back into the debates. Make sure that you're hopping inside of that queue if you are MAGA. Let's see here. Jania, thank you so much for the $10. I appreciate you, Jania. Joe, thank you so much for the $10. I want to encourage you to not give up on trying. Oh, thank you so much, Joe. Alexa, thank you so much for the $10. Who says, I just watched your Jubilee video, then hopped on this live. Thank you for speaking up for those who can. Thank you so much for the $10, Alexa. And then Miss SJ, thank you for the $40 donation on PayPal. I want to get 400 SJWs down below, who says, for no particular reason, if I'm being honest. Much love. Much love to yourself, SJ. Thank you so much for the love and support. You are beyond kind. Same thing to Cami. Thank you so much for the $20 on PayPal. That is CAMLI. Cami, it is so good to see you today. I hope that you're enjoying the stream. I know that you're always hanging out with us, and I'm happy that the live streams help make you comfortable. I did see your message. And Angela, thank you for the $10, who says, hey, Dean, I hope that you practice self-care so you don't lose your mind from the idiots you're debating. Maybe one day you will get somebody on the other side that tries to at least sound intelligent. I know, I used to lose my mind from what we do. I don't really much anymore because, if I'm being honest, folks, I've been desensitized to it. And then every time someone comes up here that kind of pushes the limits of what I've been desensitized to, then they just reset the limit of what I'm desensitized to. Like, for example, that last guy, Lucas's dad, that actually did really fuck with me a lot. I'm not used to talking to people that are that far gone, but now that I've talked to him, I'm sure that I'll be better equipped for dealing with other people like him in the future. Kim, thank you for the $10, who says for TikTok live support. Thank you so much for that love, Kim. Then Titus, thank you for the $10 on PayPal, and shout out to your brother Jude. If you're watching right now, happy 21st birthday, man. As well as Titus, thank you for the $5. With that, We are all caught up. I do apologize that it took a while there to get caught up on all the donations. Those were just all the incredibly kind people that have supported us over the course of the last hour that I've just spent screaming at Lucas's dad and not thanking the donors. If you want to pay, if you want to help me pay for my therapy, folks, you can find the Venmo, PayPal link tree in the bio on TikTok. I appreciate you guys so much for all the love and support. It's a great way to support me in the stream and what we do here that allows us to continue to do it for 4 hours, 7 days a week. Welcome in, Max. Do you support Trump?
Oh, yeah, I actually don't. I don't. I just wanted to talk.
Super cool, Max. I appreciate you. Tonight, we are just looking to talk to people who do, so I do apologize, but I will be moving on here. But I do appreciate you so much for coming up, and I hope that you have a great rest of your night. Only up inside of that queue if you do happen to be MAGA. I would really appreciate it if you do your very best to follow our rules. And let me know down below in that comment section if you are MAGA. I actually just saw a comment on TikTok. It's from Sky. Sky says, keep doing what you do. You're amazing. Thank you so much, Sky. Thank you so much. Shout out to you.
Can you hear me?
Welcome. Do you support Trump, Dylan?
Hello?
I can.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can. Do you support Trump?
Oh, yes, I support Trump.
Okay, how do you?
Yes, I support Trump for a lot of simple reasons.
How old are you?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
26.
No, you sound like you're 18. Okay, just to let you know, you can't drive a car while you're on live.
I'm not driving. I'm actually walking to my house. My girlfriend's leaving.
Cool, man. So, yeah, why are you MAGA?
But, see, if you don't play... So, look, let's play the semantics, okay? You just said for literally the last 20 minutes of your debate with that one guy, Lucas's dad, that you support women, right? How can you support women when they could do 600 abortions a year that Trump's trying to save? Explain that to me.
What?
Over 600,000 abortions a year. And then you say you support women because Trump exploited them, right? Trump exploits women, which I can see this point. So what if he exploited them?
What?
How do you support over 600,000 abortions a year?
Did you just say, so what if he sexually exploits women?
Well, you support 600,000 abortions a year. That's exploiting women.
Okay, I completely disagree. Let me.
What about trans? What about? Hold on,
let me explain.
Trans women that's in
he has more to say.
Men that's in women's.
You guys are really overwhelming today, man. Could you just be a normal person and talk to me like a normal person?
I know you did the same thing when you debated Andrew Wilson. You ran from Andrew Wilson the entire time. You said you had 10 minutes and you can't debate without your Discord. You did.
If I can't debate without my Discord, then why did I absolutely fry Andrew Wilson in person, posting in a video yesterday with no Discord? Okay, why are you talking about another man's butt in a political debate? That's weird.
Your whole argument is orange man bad. That's all it is.
I understand.
And you can't debate nothing else. You've been on here for an hour and has said nothing about his policies. So what are you going to mute me now?
The last hour of debates. Well, actually, that's not true. Because the debate with Dylan's dad started with a 30-minute conversation about Donald Trump's policy, particularly the policy of
policies do you not like?
Can you please not interrupt me?
You interrupt everybody. You just said everyone was bullying the last guy. So now you get bullied by a bully. So
you're not going to stop interrupting me, so I'm going to have to stop putting it in mute.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
Okay.
Explain to me how you support over 600,000 abortions a year, and it's actually more than that. That's just the beginning of 2025.
Okay. So I'm going to try to respond to everything that you just said. It's going to take a minute because you said a lot. So the first thing that you said was, Dean, how do you support 600,000 abortions per year? And then you went on to say, but you condemn Donald Trump for sexually exploiting women. And then you added on, so what if he sexually exploits women? And then I asked you, what do you mean, so what? And then you said, well, I don't care that Donald Trump sexually exploited women because, Dean, you don't care about abortions. So I want to get this point clear. Even if abortions are wrong...
That's not what I said. I said I concede the point. I said, so what if he did? And you're taking as that. So I concede the points of the argument. That's not what I believe, but I conceded the point to you.
Okay, so you actually do care about him sexually exploiting women and saying so what was like clearly something that you said that was wrong?
I concede your point because I don't want to hear him play semantics with you about that. You haven't said nothing about his policies. The only thing that you've argued is that he sexually exploited women, which there was no proof in that. There was no proof in that. There's so many. For instance, Joe Biden sexually assaulted his daughter and she wrote about it, but you won't talk about Joe Biden and how he took showers with his daughter at 13 years old, right?
Okay. Well, I would happily talk to you about all these points, but see, the issue is, you made 3 points.
There's no issue.
There's no issue.
You argue with people who can argue back. You have not said nothing about 600,000 abortions, and that's all you support. You literally sit there and support men being in women's sports, but then you try to be a vigilant and say, yeah, I support women. But when women are getting taken over in the bathrooms, like you used that man's daughter, and you said, if the owner of Walmart walked in the bathroom and looked over the stall, would that be bad? Well, that's happened to many women across the country right now that you support because trans men are women, right? Right? Exactly. Now you're quiet.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to finish, my friend.
You can't debate, bro. It's a debate, and you can't debate. That's
okay,
all it is, bro.
So you're telling me that you want me to debate. You're telling me that you want me to speak. Prove it by not interrupting me, okay?
I won't interrupt. I'll go ahead and mute myself because I don't want you to mute me.
You made a point. You asked me, Dean, Why do you disagree, or why do you agree with abortion? Don't you think it's an issue that we have 600,000 abortions per year? Then he said, Dean, so what? Donald Trump sexually exploited women. And he said, Dean,
Again, that's not what I said. Here's what I said. I said I conceded the point. I didn't say that's what it is. I said, so what if he did? Next point. So don't use it like I said, so what he exploited women, because that's not what I said. Use my words right. You play semantics.
Admitted that's what you said. You just admitted that's what you
for
said.
30 minutes about semantics, and then you ran from it. You don't even know what the words you're using, bro. And we're not friends. Don't call me your friend.
You just said, Dean, I didn't say so what he sexually exploited women. I rather said so what he sexually exploited women. You just repeated that I was right.
I said I conceded the point. Do you know what that means? It's what Andrew Wilson did. So what if I agree with you?
So what is not a concession, it's a dismissal.
So what it happened?
Yes, exactly. Saying so what that it happened is not a concession, it's a dismissal.
Abortion. How do you think that affects a woman's mind and health? Do you even know how abortion works? But you support women.
This is a lot. Yes, I do support women. That's true.
You support women, but you support them getting abortions, right?
I'd actually argue that infringing upon a woman or girl's access to abortion is infringing on the human rights of a woman or girl.
Explain. Because you don't own your own self. From a Christian ethics, you don't own your own self. So how can you say you own your own self? Because it's just a construct. It's a human construct. And it applies to the type of society that we live in. So in this society, the social construct would be that. But in other social constructs, it wouldn't be. It's just the time of the social construct.
Okay. So, A, you just contradicted yourself because you suggested that you're a Christian and you went on to argue that rights are based in social constructs, which would reduce to another. You're still interrupting.
Rights are given us by God.
So therefore, they're not given to us by social constructs, contrary to what you just suggested.
Uphold the law of God.
Have you noticed how every single time I've spoken, while you've been on live, you've interrupted me?
I'm good at it. I can do what you do.
So that means I should start muting.
Now you're crying. You're being a good little boy.
I don't think I'm crying. I'm just trying to reason with an unreasonable man. I am not quite either. I'm actually asking you to let me speak.
You ain't talking reckless like you was to the 49-year-old man who wasn't.
Yeah, because I think if I spoke to you that same way, it would only make the issue worse.
You're not a man. You support over 600.
I think if I spoke to you in that same way, it would only make the issue worse, Dylan. Like, clearly the issue here is you don't have self-control. You are experiencing very high and irregular levels of anger and cortisol. So I'm hoping that by speaking to you in a calm and direct tone, I'll be able to get the 5-year-old to go from screaming and hitting the wall to being a little bit more cool, calm, and collected. Okay, because you're very mad. Did you know that stress ages you? Like high cortisols are a no-go, bro.
You could say that when you mute somebody. It's pretty tough. Did you mute Andrew Wilson when he debated you? It's easy to mute people and then
I knew you'd cry about the mutes.
No,
dude,
that's what you do.
I gave you a warning. I gave you a warning.
Just argue your point.
I gave you a warning.
But don't misinterpret my words. Don't misinterpret my words.
I gave you a warning.
Hey, how my words were said.
I gave you a warning 5 minutes ago.
You're not my boss. Who are you? Just because you have a bigger platform than somebody you can get.
If you continued to interrupt me. You complained about being muted, which means you must not like being muted. If you don't like being muted, then don't interrupt me. Oftentimes, with petulant man-children like you, the mute button is the final resolve and the only option that I'm left with to be able to finish my sentences. If you grow up, if you act your age, we will not have to resort to that final resolve. It's not like I enjoy muting you either. Why? Because 9 out of 10 times, the person that I end up muting doesn't know how to unmute. So then when I want you to respond, we have to spend a minute going back and forth figuring out how to get your mic back on. That's not enjoyable. Okay? So let's see if we could go without the final resolve of the mute button. Go ahead, take yourself off mute. You're a big boy.
I'm a big boy. Don't belittle me, bro. You can mute someone and belittle them, and that's funny. And I'll belittle me when my mic's going.
You're belittling yourself by acting as immature as you are. You're belittling yourself. You are, seriously, I'm not joking. You are 110% belittling yourself by reducing yourself to the mental capacities of a 3-year-old when you're a goddamn grown man. You are belittling yourself.
You voted for Kamala, I assume, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how can you support over 600,000 abortions a year?
Because I can't identify any reasons why abortions would be wrong.
Because it's murder.
Why is it murder?
It's murder because it's a human being.
Okay, so you think that killing a human being is murder?
I'm arguing from a Christian ethics too, so you got to understand that. Most people are Christians, so arguing from a Christian ethics, it is technically murder.
Okay, so you use the Bible to justify your view. Sounds good. The first question that I'll ask you is, what branch of Christianity do you practice?
I'd say I'm an evangelical.
Okay.
But
Well,
I don't know why that matters.
there's evangelical, like non-denominational Protestants.
I
There's
believe the Bible,
evangelical.
bro. I don't get into none of that. I believe what
Okay,
the Bible says and
perfect.
what Jesus said.
Perfect. Sounds good. So, do you believe that all sins are identical in the eyes of God?
No, not at all. There's only one sin that you can't be redeemed from, and that's blasphemy of the Holy Spirit.
Good catch. Outside of blasphemy, do you believe that all sins are identical in the eyes of God?
All sin is equal.
Perfect.
Sin is,
Okay. Is it a sin to lie?
yeah, all sin's bad, bro.
Okay. Just like
You're
it's a
not
sin to get an
supposed-
abortion.
all sin is
So,
bad.
so do you think that it should be illegal to lie to your child about the existence of Santa
That
Claus?
has nothing to do with abortion. Abortion's still wrong. So what's
It
lying?
does have
You get-
something to
you
do
get-
with abortion.
You actually get put in jail if you're lying at a certain point. Because
It
most of the time,
does
if a
have
president
something
or a
to do with
secretary or
abortion.
something,
Can you
lie
please
about what's
answer
going
the
on.
question that I asked you?
Reiterate the question. You said lying. Yes, lying is a sin, but you
Do
shouldn't be
you
punished
think
for
that
it.
it should be illegal to lie to your child about the existence of Santa Claus?
No. Why? Why does that
Okay.
matter with abortion?
I'll
So
tell
you're
you why
running
that
from the
matters.
abortion.
I'm not running from the abortion pit.
You
I'll
are.
tell
You're
you why that matters.
filibustering right now. This is what you do. You filibuster.
So the reason why that's not a filibuster is because of this reason. You just told us that it should not be illegal to lie to your child about the existence of Santa Claus, even though lying to your child about the existence of Santa Claus is the sin of abortion. Yet simultaneously you're arguing that it should be illegal for a woman to access abortion, even though it's the sin of abortion. While simultaneously upholding the view that all sins outside of blasphemy are identical in the eyes of God, I'm even quoting you by saying, and I quote, all sins are the same. But the issue here is, if these two sins are the same, the issue here is, if these two sins are identical, well then why are you arguing that there should be a difference in the legality of the sins? Arguing that there should be a difference in the legality of the two sins is inherently suggesting the position that the two sins aren't equal. But that's contradictory to your affirmation that you think in accordance with Scripture, these two sins are equal. And that's the issue with the view. It is incoherent to apply Christian ethics to the criminal justice system, given that you affirm the view that all sins outside of blasphemy are the same and equal, which you do. Go ahead and respond.
How do you get to the conclusion that lying is the same thing as abortion? And then, for instance, you're going ahead and you're going to say that you're saying that in this context that I'm saying that they should be reprimanded for abortion. I didn't say no one should go to jail for abortion. I said abortion should be illegal because it's not a woman's right to decide if she's able to kill her kid. For the same reason, a father doesn't get a right. If the woman wants to abort the child, the father gets no say-so. A woman can go abort her child for whatever reason she wants, but if the father wants to take the baby and take care of it, that's a problem. I never said no one should be reprimanded. So for you to go on to this filibuster about lying and Santa Claus and how it's the biggest sin, nobody said that. I said abortion is wrong because it's murder and a woman doesn't have the right to take her own child's life. She should have closed her legs or used other things instead of having sex like that. And now granted, because you're going to argue this point too, you can take the 3% out of rape, you can take it out of the people that have the wrong genitalia, the incest and stuff like that, and the stuff that happens. Yeah, granted, you can take that, but the other 80% of abortions is not that. The other 80% of abortions of just women wanting to have fun and aborting their child.
I think that you're speaking too fast to track what you're saying. You just said if we take the 3% of abortions out...
Let me go. You're interrupting me. Let me go. I can't mute you, but
I thought I heard a natural break.
I didn't. It wasn't a natural break. I was taking a breather.
What more do you have to say?
I just want you to clarify because I don't understand how you can go from Santa Claus and a lie to abortion when abortion is taking a fetus and killing it and killing a baby. In the Bible, it says that literally God gave breath into the man and that he knew you in your mother's womb before you was in your mother's womb. So the fact that you're saying that it's not, because you argue it's not a human being and it's not a life form, is crazy to me. And then you go on this spew about, well, just like no, hold on, I'm talking, man. I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. Be quiet. Thank you. You honestly should put your blindfold because you can't debate without your Discord. If we're going to be honest. But remember what Andrew said,
totally
you took 10 minutes to debate Andrew and you ran, but that's okay. Moral of the point is you still haven't answered the question on why you support abortion. You just said Santa Claus, I lied to my kid about Santa Claus and that's bad, but you didn't say why you support abortion. Why do you support abortion? Over 600,000 abortions at the beginning of 2025, and then I think it was over 1.17 billion for the year, million, not billion, I'm sorry, 1.14 million abortions in the year 2024, which you can look that up. How can you support that?
Yeah. Well, I actually think that you support abortion.
How do I
Because just
support
like
abortion?
hearing you
How do I
talk.
support abortion? Donald Trump
I'm
is the
trying
only
to
person
tell
trying
you.
to.
Now I'm going to mute you. Thank you. Hearing you talk is encouraging abortion. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, hey, point number one, I think that you just, like, permanently killed the libido of any heterosexual woman watching this live stream for, like, the rest of their life. Point number two, just hearing you talk encourages abortion because they don't even want to risk the likelihood that their kid could possibly end up like you. But now, to stick on the substance of the debate. Sorry, because I got personal there. But you did too. With your fake comments about the Discord running from Andrew. Sit down. Not your place. Because it's beneath me. On the substance of the debate, you asked me a very particular question. The very particular question that you asked me was, Dean, how am I getting from the sin of abortion to the sin of lying to your child about the existence of Santa Claus? Very clear answer. You told me that you think all sins outside of blasphemy are the same. That's how I got from the sin of abortion to the sin of lying. Because according to you, they're literally identical. Yeah. Good question. Good answer. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
You still have not answered the question that I asked you 20 minutes ago. Why do you support abortion?
Oh, well, I told you. I don't think that there's any compelling reason to ban abortion in America. I just can't identify it. And you're trying to give me the compelling reason to ban abortion in America, that compelling reason being that it's a sin. But seemingly we could agree here that merely because something is a sin, okay, doesn't mean that it should therefore be illegal. And I pointed this out to you with the use of your own logic because you are arguing all sins outside of blasphemy are the same, meaning that the sin of abortion is the same to the sin of lying about the existence of Santa Claus. You don't think it should be illegal to lie to your child about the existence of Santa Claus. Therefore, you don't have enough reason to argue that the sin of abortion should be illegal as well. The reason why I'd say that, okay, is because these two things are the same per your own admission, given your understanding of Christian theology. Yet you're arguing that one should be legal, meanwhile the other should be legal. So I'm going to ask you a very strict and clear question. If these two things are the same, then why should one be legal and the other be illegal?
The same reason murder's illegal, bro.
Because it's wrong? Murder, right? Because it's a sin?
So that's what abortion is. And it's not because of sin, because that's never what I said. I said abortion was wrong, and I'm using from Christian ethics. You're implying that I'm saying it's a sin, and that's why it should be banned, and I never said that. I said abortion is murder, and that you're affecting women's health by...
I'm going to help you out here. That's a necessary implication. If you're arguing that something is wrong in accordance with Christian ethics, then you're arguing that it's a sin. Because a sin under the Christian worldview is defined as something in which is morally wrong.
Are you going to keep muting me, bro? Is that what you're going to do while I'm making a point?
You're just making yourself you're just making yourself look really unintelligent. I had to help you.
You can't run from it.
You're making yourself look very unintelligent, so I had to help you. Yes, you did. You made yourself look really unintelligent when you said, Dean, you're implying that I'm arguing that it's because it's a sin, when in all reality I'm just arguing that it's wrong in accordance with Christian ethics. If something is wrong in accordance with Christian ethics, then it's a sin.
When did I say it was a sin? When did I say it was a sin?
When you said that it's wrong in accordance with Christian ethics?
No, I said from a Christian...
Wait, no, I meant to... Yes, exactly. You said that it's wrong in accordance with Christian ethics. That's a sin, right?
But you're using words. You're playing semantics.
No, answer the question. That's a sin, right?
No, now you're talking over. Let me talk.
No, your answer to the question is no. Wait, so you're saying that things that are wrong in accordance with Christian ethics are not sins, right?
You're actually an idiot. You know that.
Says the guy that's arguing that you never called it a sin. You just called it something morally wrong in accordance with Christian ethics. You're panicking. You're panicking. You're losing control. You're losing control because of how bad you look in the debate right now, my friend.
You keep muting me. You won't answer the question. You still haven't said why you support abortion.
Pivot. You're pivoting. You're pivoting. I want you to acknowledge what I just said. Because I want you to acknowledge what I just said. Dude, calm down. Calm down. Take a breath. Brett, breathe. Breathe. You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. I'm not running. I'm trying to respond to what you just said. I'm unironically trying to just respond to what you just said.
Oh my God, you added your butt buddy? You can't...
Yes, Parker said that he'd be joining my live hours ago, buddy. You're not special. Don't trip. He, in fact, has been joining my live at the end of every stream, essentially for the last month and a half, when I go live before him, because then he starts his live after me. But anyways, the one thing that I want you to respond to, you're running. You're running. You're actually running. You're actually running. You're actually running. You're actually running. The one thing that I want you to respond to is the fact that you argued that it wasn't a sin, but it was rather something that was wrong in accordance with Christian ethics. I have a very simple question for you. Do you think that things that are wrong in accordance with Christian ethics are a sin?
Yes.
Then you agreed that's when you said
But
it was a
it's
sin.
not my right to punish people because of their sin. How do you figure that? I never said no one should be punished for the sin. That's God's work.
Well, you just conceded, by the way. You just conceded.
When you say that the reason why abortion should be illegal is because it's murder, you're necessarily implicating it's because it's a sin, because murder is the immoral killing of a person.
It is,
right?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, so then you're saying that the reason why it should be illegal is predicated off the idea that it's a sin,
Right,
but then
I'm not
other
saying
sins
no one
shouldn't
should
be
go to jail
illegal,
for it.
even though all
These women
sins are
get
viewed as
persuaded by
equal.
these abortion clinics to go in there to have abortions. Do you know? Do you understand? There's a line for babies that are trying. We can't even get people in the adoption agencies. They can't even get people to adopt the kids anymore because there's not enough kids to adopt because we're in a crisis.
Irrelevant
People
point.
aborting all their children.
Everything that you just said is completely irrelevant to the point.
It's not
The point
irrelevant. It's not irrelevant.
Let me explain what the point is. So the point
There's
that
not
me
a
and
point. You won't tell me why
let
you
me
support
explain.
abortion.
Let me explain
You
what
won't
the
tell me why
point
you
is.
support
Let me
abortion.
explain what the point is. So the
Tell
point
me why
that
you support abortion.
I've already told you, it's because I don't
haven't
think
said
that there's any convincing nor compelling reason to believe that it should be illegal. But let
Because
me
it's
explain to
murder.
you what.
You're killing a
Let me.
baby.
I'm
You
trying to
can't
explain though.
understand that?
I'm trying to explain to you how this is not a compelling point. Do you want to hear my explanation, or are you going to run?
I'm not gonna run. I'm still here, bro. You keep muting me. Are you gonna mute me again?
If you interrupt me again.
Oh, because you're big dog, right?
Yes.
Ah, exactly. You're a little pussy, bro.
Yeah.
You're
Says
a little
Says a 45-year-old living in his mom's basement, sitting behind an anonymous profile picture on TikTok, losing his shit because a 21-year-old is absolutely destroying him in a debate. Sit down and shut the fuck up. Stop running from the counter argument. Unironically, right now, by definition, you are running right now because you are not willing to hear the rebuttal to your position. I'm just simply telling you that I want to give you the rebuttal to your position, and then you're exploding with anger and not allowing me to give the rebuttal to your position. Sit down, take a breath, your cortisol maxing, it'll age you like hell, okay? Breathe. Oh, but of course you can't breathe because you just said the F slur, and then you got a restriction from TikTok, and I gotta kick you. That's what I call slur to run. Oh, God. You know what? That's like very, very Christian, right? Right? Was that a good Christian, Parker?
Dude, that was absurd. I don't understand how he could run that argument and then not realize what his issue was. Like, I clearly outlined it to him and he just started crashing out. It was unbelievable.
Dude, this is the way that everybody's been all day. Parker, I'm not trolling. All day. Every guest has been just like him.
Dude, that's unhinged. It's probably just the amount of push your account has right now.
Well, we've also got like 3 trillion restrictions. We got a week ban for harassment and bullying that was appealed. We got 5 different trillion more billion flags for sending people off platform substances. Yeah, so but before we started getting the flags of the day, we were rocking 18,000.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's absolutely insane, bro.
I know, I love it because that just means that more people get to hear the good word. Welcome in, Paula. Do you support Trump?
Hi. Yeah, I do support Trump. But I wanted to tell you that I agree with you on your view of abortion. I do believe that one sin is no greater than the other. If you tell a lie or you kill somebody, I do believe that one atrocity against God is against God. So let's get that straight. But what I do want to say, being someone that has had an abortion at a very young age, and I'm 70 now, but I think that there needs to be more education onto the psychological effects that may affect a young woman if she should have an abortion, especially at a young age, like I did. It affected me for many, many years. I even had some psychological problems for about a year after the abortion. I would actually hear what I thought was a cat crying or a baby crying in the back of my head.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds like crazy, but it was like something that really happened to me. And I really feel that especially young women need to be more educated. I wasn't, and I was in a position to where I couldn't and did not want another baby at the time, and so I had an abortion at a young age. But I really, you want to get into the Christian aspect of it.
Can I actually just respond to that?
Telling a lie or stealing something is the same as murder in the eyes of God.
Okay, I want to respond to what you just said. So first and foremost, a big reason why like some people that get an abortion, not all, by the way, only a minority, take away like heavy psychological problems is because of the stigmatization that exists surrounding abortion in society. like you're much more likely to like think that you're a bad person or like question the decision in which you made, and like experience like mental pressure and turmoil when you have like everybody around you like saying that, oh, that was like your fucking baby that was gonna grow up to be your loving child, and now you're a murderer or whatever the hell. But like outside of that, given that we could destigmatize access to abortion, I'm definitely on board with like giving access to like the ins and outs and the education of like anything that could possibly happen following the abortion, because I think that informed consent is important. But I also do want to make a comparison here to giving birth. I think that dealing with pregnancy, labor, and childbirth is going to be more significantly psychologically impactful than abortion, clearly. And that would be the alternative if you weren't to get an abortion. But before we like continue on further in the debate, do you mind if I take a moment here and just thank a couple people that have supported me in the stream?
Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much for the $100 on Chat Super Starry. That is beyond kind of you. Thank you so much for the $100 Starry. I want to see 1,000 Starry W's down below in the chat. That is beyond kind of you. Please, 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 for every single person watching, let's get some massive love for Starry down below in that comment section. Like I said,
Reloading!
Whackers, be ready to move.
You've got incoming that wants to make you dead. We got a nuker! We got a stalker! Gun's got a pressure on it.
If I ever need to go to a retirement village, just shoot me instead. make a habit of that. I was almost nervous.
Always be prepared. Ammo going in the chamber.
You all keep a neutral, right? Hurt it bad! That's right.
Gotta find some ammo. Need some help over here.
Phone going hot.
I'm losing steam. I'm friggin' dying.
Ready for the goon. Now that was a
Don't make a habit of that. Did you kill the shit who got me? Think I let you down? I'm hurt. That was
I'm bait. Beer is bait if you're trying to catch Walter.
Hey, I'm a simple man. No orders. They run deep.
I'll haunt you if I die.
I guarantee this place still had asbestos.
Stick with the group, Kato. A small group of Homo Mortis is coming.
It tasted like liver in there.
I'll find a use for this.
Like this!
Could use the winch on that. That's out of our way. Good to go.
Feeling good.
I got the spray and pray.
Love that winch. Gonna put this to work. Let's be careful. Who knows how well this was maintained before things went bad. Skill beats numbers.
That's what we need.
Now we're playing fire. Careful! Got another one.
Let's go get our teammate.
Back off! I'm reloading!
almost lost a toe.
Ain't no problem.
Gotta stay supplied.
You can smell that skunk coming.
All this efficient.
Not so tough now.
Is that all of them?
More ammo, more shooting.
Get your bullets!
Definitely needed that.
Time to fuck things up.
I need it.
Good to go.
Spinning up the turret.
Hey, go for the nuker.
Nice shack. Very get off my lawn.
Ammo in. Death out.
Happy and healthy.
I'm on the turret.
Should be easy enough. Can't believe it. Done. Who wants an explosive charge?
Now you can blow up the barricade.
Don't get hit by the spikes. Should be pretty simple to blow with these charges.
Look out for the whacker!
Drone needs healing. Drone joining the action.
We're set. Get to a safe distance. It's fireworks time!
That'll blow your eyebrows off.
Wonderful that you're still in one piece. Now, head to the factory.
Clean up the turret.
There's a group closing in on you.
Has everything but truck nuts.
You'll need to get rid of the tendrils holding the truck. There should be an EMP explosive in the area.
Fresh med packs. Feeling good.
That'll do it. Good to go.
Enough for everybody.
There's an overwhelming swarm nearby. An explosion will draw their attention. You may want to set up defenses around the truck before you detonate it. Protect the truck. If it goes, there's no plan C.
Is this every zombie in the area? get going! Like now!
Once we hand it over, we're gone. No chit-chat.
I gotta know what's in it.
Number one rule, being a toxic commando.
Here we go.
Walter.
You dropped the toxic commando shit already? Jesus.
We need a brand. Somebody offers me 250 large to steal a case and drop it off. I don't ask what's in it.
It's each, right? 250 each.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks bigger in person.
What the hell was that? Did we just hit something?
It didn't look like a someone. Whatever it was, wrecked our ride. Hold on. Do you guys hear that?
Those things, right? Not just me.
That was like a squad of... What were those things?
Were they gonna kill us? Eat us?
We'll figure it out later. Right now, we have to get out of here.
Car's not gonna fix itself.
Spare parts might help. We should grab gas before we go.
Gas.
Getting the fuck out of here!
Feels like.
Locked? Are you shitting me?
This is beyond fucked up.
Walter, what have you gotten us into?
You talk like a nerd. I thought it was nerd shit.
They're on the goddamn car!
That's teamwork, baby.
Area. Could be supplies here.
Hopefully more bullets.
Or explosives.
I'll take anything that we can defend ourselves with.
things up.
How about we use the winch?
Hands on the turret!
We'll never make it up. Use the winch.
I knew we need a winch someday.
What is the joke? That's the elevator.
We should winch everything.
Put it up to here.
I'll take that win.
Gun's got a threshold.
Mine? Mine. This equipment could provide us with some defense.
Do you have to use a computer to call the elevator? New carnage creators!
That's a maneuver, all right.
Outsourcing my violence!
Everyone saw that, right?
They're not stopping.
Definitely needed that.
Charging up.
Let's not do that again.
Taking the beat here. Shit! Elevator.
did I get here from there?
We need to smash that car.
Appreciate the save.
Oh, it's so moist.
Medical supplies over here.
Not letting the turret go to waste. Gather up to heal. Can we set the car's EMP to the slug and by?
Gotta flip the switch if you want to move.
Before something tries to kill us again, can I just ask,
What the fuck?
I'm just glad that bullets and electricity hurt.
Good thing I put all those bells and whistles on the car.
Nice work on the car, Walter. You're never picking the jobs again.
That's fair.
That sludge shit is blocking the tracks.
Try focusing on those red spots. Watch where you shoot.
come on, let's get this thing moving again.
How does no one know about this place?
Cover-ups are easy if you have enough money. Maybe no one is left alive to tell anyone.
This Leon guy has some answers.
All exits sealed. Reboot systems to deactivate lockdown.
Just paper tigers.
Somebody get the package so we can find the control.
Scan 2 personnel ID cards to begin reboot.
So now we're grave robbing.
Finders, takers. Ha! They got fucked up. I got the stupid card.
Card. Found the other card.
Scan second card.
We got this. Just a few minutes. There's that nasty skunk smell. Oh, great.
Ammo in. Definitely.
That was close.
I like it.
Lockdown lifted. Garage gate now accessible.
Dibs on the turret!
Kiss my ass! Shit!
Skill beats numbers.
Need ammo! Ammo in, death out.
Another door. There's all this sludge in the way. This is a lot of sludge to get rid of. Maybe we can rig another EMP?
Good to go.
Bullets doing jack shit.
Electrical hookups, circuits, generators. I think we can restart these.
I flipped the breaker, but looks like there's others. Circuits are all on. We need to start up the generators. That does it.
I'm keeping this one.
I see a goon! Find me for healing! Now! Cover me! Reload! Murder time! Murder dog! I'm not going out like this!
Power's flowing. Look what it's doing to that sludge mass. Shoot not close.
Clear out.
Did you kill the shit who got me? Nobody else likes this part?
When we work together, we can destroy any gross-ass thing.